So, so, so that attack was they attacked a ship, clearly from the same organization.
Yes, correct. This is a ship. I mean, Itella would have to clarify this. By my understanding, he saw the ship and went full, rage mode and attacked the ship because it was clearly manned by numerous individuals in the same way.
Yeah.
Just went crazy bug mode to let the animal take over. It's a little harder to argue that when the animal that you currently are is a very docile water bug the size of a truck. They kind of just swim. They don't do much.
Are you saying I need to go on a diet?
No.
No,
two
types.
I'm saying you need anger management.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to admit how true that is.
Under a minute, folks.
Well, then as soon as Scott gets back, right?
As soon as everyone's back.
Okay.
But you let me know when everyone is back.
One of the benefits of being camera on.
That's true.
I'm here.
I'm here.
There we go. That be all.
It sounds like we are ready to go. Feel that. And while I fix this up, let's have welcome on in everyone to Chasing Embers, Season 2, Episode 2. And feel free to do the recap. Scott?
Okay, well, we return to the party after 6 months, with Corwin and Sar still fishing on the boat, and Helena sends a message over to them speaking of the devastating attack she and Itella suffered with the lycanthropes at the village by the now burnt down scorched wood wall, and requesting to meet at Blue Crossing. Itella and Helena spend time healing and burying the dead and part with the remaining lycanthropes, who feel somewhat betrayed as it was anything but safe there. With Sar and Corn making their way over by boat over the following 3 days, Helena and Itella arrive first by riding on Itella as a water beetle. However, approaching Blue Crossing, they spot a ship from the same group that attacked them at Scorchwood Wall, and while Helena dives into the water, Itella rams into the ship, shattering the rear paddle and rushing on up the river while under heavy fire, before turning into a wolf to disappear into the forest. Helena sneaks away by pretending to be a dockhand, startled by the incident, but due to the crew having rough drawings of both her and Itella, is barely able to bluff her way out. Sar and Corwin come up from the other end of the river, encountering a scouting group that were sent after Itella. They identify themselves as the Order of Blacksmoke, and while Corwin's convinced they seem like good guys, but Sar remains suspicious, they meet Helena at Long Folly Inn, where they had stayed on their prior journey together. There, Helena informs them of what happened at the village and earlier. they are promptly interrupted by a dozen of the Order of Blacksmoke searching for Helena and Itella. Helena sneaks out while Corwin is questioned, getting flustered while convinced it's just a misunderstanding on both sides, buying some time and is sent on his way. But as he tries to flee towards the wolf form Itella in the woods, everything hits the fan. Corwin flees while under fire, taking heavy damage and conjuring bears behind himself. Itella rushes past him to fight the marksman. Helena shooting at the heavily armored one of the black smoke. Tsar convincing one to leave and casting a lightning storm, all while the locals are running and hiding. Itella tells everyone to run, and as the party do so, pass a guard that explodes from a device planted on his shield, killing 5 around them. They make it back to the ship and immediately start heading up the river to flee. And that's where we return while healing up.
Yeah, as the ship kicks off and you guys sort of patch each other up, Itella, by my understanding, was about to pass out potions, and you, Sar, basically were like, no, I got this, and you cast Prayer of Healing, was it?
Blanking on the name of it right now. Aura of Vitality.
Aura of Vitality. Healing everybody up a little bit. And that is where we pick up, so you guys can have your whatever conversation. Everybody should be able to control the ship, so whoever wants to can sort of just like inch it down a little bit as we go. Also, still not sure what it's called.
I was thinking about that.
So it lacks a name at the moment, but there you go.
I did grab one of the basic healing that Itella was passing out because I don't have any, so I grabbed one. And I wrote it down on my sheet at the end of the mission.
Did not use it, but have it.
Correct, yeah.
I actually still am sitting at 37, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember if I did any healing or not. I think we did healing or something.
Star had healed up Corwin and Itella with the sort of Aura of Vitality.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
Corwin and Helena, not Itella.
Yeah.
Is that an ongoing thing? So
that was basically assuming the full minute had passed. So it's the full healing that you were given last session. So you're already fully healed from the Aura of Vitality. You will not be getting more.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that continued on. Okay.
Okay, because I'm at like not quite maximum, but I'm actually fine.
I don't know that necessarily figuring out the hit points is something you got to do at the moment. You guys
gotcha.
can sort of
basically the Aura of Vitality was like 10 ticks of healing that happened.
And again, we did it all last session before we wrapped up, so that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
As the ship drifts downward downriver, you guys can feel free to have your conversation here, or you can rig up the ship to go faster with the wind and all that jazz.
I think we should go as fast as we can if we're fleeing.
Yeah.
So I guess let's rig it to go as fast as it can, and then we could probably talk while we're doing that.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get seasick, we'll be fine.
We'll just give that to you. Pretty much, you guys rig it up. No issue there. As you're going, no skill checks or anything. You know how to do that. Yeah. It'll be a day before you're at the end of the river, so you guys have plenty of time to chat.
So did I see that right? That guard just blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had something on his shield.
Was it like a symbol or something?
Maybe a sigil or something magical.
Yeah, like was it a symbol or something?
It was like something stuck on it.
Stuck on it.
Can I
And I told him
do?
about it.
Well, actually, I'm not proficient in Arcana, but I mean, I guess I would ask. Corwin says, "Was it magical?"
Yeah.
Can someone do an Arcana check just to know, or was it? If it's clear to anybody that it was just like an explosion from
Yeah, I think
gunpowder.
given that Helena was like the only one there to like have actually witnessed it, it did not look like magic. It kind of looked like oh, I can't think of words right now. It didn't look like magic. It kind of looked like if you're at all familiar with like mining and they like dynamite, right?
Gotcha.
Although I don't think that's the proper
Explosives.
term in this context, you know what I'm referring to.
Mhm.
Which would definitely be something around, right? It looked more mundane than that for sure. It looked like a contraption as opposed to a magical
Gotcha.
sigil or something.
Okay.
And it's definitely worth noting he did not seem to know it was there until you told him.
Well, when I said we needed help, I didn't know that we needed this much help. This is bigger than I thought.
I do imagine you share that he did not know it was there.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're clear that everybody now knows that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'd been hearing rumors of what I can only assume was the sorts of people supposedly helping people out. So, but until we'd got your message and sort of seen them firsthand, that we'd sort of been debating a little bit about the sensibilities of such a group. Looking over at Corwin.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought they were great when I met them too.
Yeah, I mean, they seem so awesome until they shot me full of holes, and I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like I woke up from a dream or something at a certain point, and I realized that they were not cool.
And it's strange because you don't really have context outside of like that experience. So it's whatever you would interpret being like however Corwin would interpret, hey, this group is just going around helping people. And it's however Corwin would interpret that. And then superseded like on top of that was you being forced to be like, yeah, these are cool guys.
Mhm.
And once that is stripped away, it would be whatever Corwin normally thinks, except they shot at you. So,
Right, yeah,
that's added to that. So it's not even like it's just like very clear to you that your perception was being altered.
right,
Um, but it doesn't like immediately make you go, "Hey, these are definitely bad guys." It's more like the wool was pulled from your eyes and you see what
right.
you saw.
And that's I was gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember everything I've witnessed and experienced, and now I can see it in a new context.
Yeah,
Right.
now it definitely seems like they're being very unreasonable, they're being very forceful, and they're not like giving people a real chance.
Right.
The best way to interpret like what happened was they were going to follow you to see if you ran into Itella, and then the guy that was supposed to stealth stumbled over his own feet and was revealed.
Right.
So they attacked instead.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, from there, it's kind of just however Corwin interprets that.
Right. I think, and real quick, Corwin's gonna be, paying attention behind us to see if anybody or anything, just trying to be perceptive of if we're being followed or if, and keep an eye on the coasts, I guess, too.
Definitely.
But at a certain point, Corwin's gonna say, "Where did these guys come from? I mean, they seemed cool, and I didn't really think about it at first, but they weren't here before, and they seem to have a large amount of influence. Everybody else liked them, just like I did. So, um, Where did they do? Do any of us know their origin or where they came from?
I mean, I've been on the boat with you this whole time. I've never,
Mhm.
until I'd met Itella, I'd never even heard of these explosive sticks and rifles and things.
Yeah. I guess we're looking at Itella right now.
The group that group grew really quickly. There's many more of them than I thought there were. I don't think the four of us can handle it either. I just don't know where to go next.
Yeah. Do you reckon they're recruiting people? Like, I guess this is all speculation on our behalves at this point.
Probably. We need more information.
Yeah. So, I guess, do you guys want to head to the Guildwood Protectorate?
Well, they have a library with all kinds of information in it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, like
Makes sense.
it's easy for us to get to by boat.
Yes.
We'd be long ahead of them.
We need to figure out all our questions.
More than what the hell is going on the continent.
If they know who this order is, where they came from, they have a leader. Oh my God, I hope it's not one of those weird gods. What their alignment is. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. Oh.
Anybody have any ideas on a good name for a ship?
Still in one piece is all I can think of.
Still in one piece. That's a heck of a name for a ship. I like it. I mean, it's
I like that too.
it's optimistic.
Well, I guess it's better than One Piece for now.
We could call it like the water beetle or something.
Driftwood.
Yes. Yes, I tell her we did encounter I guess a scouting party looking for you because we did see a bunch of these armed folks walking along the river looking for a certain massive water beetle that I guess we were lucky not to encounter.
Yeah. We thought it might be you.
Interesting.
I guess, yeah, we should fill in Itella with what happened in the inn before he showed up. So,
Yeah.
Corwin would explain how he was hiding against the wall, and the big guy, I don't know how to describe him. He was kind of like the boss of the guys who showed up. Came and questioned me, and I did my best, but I was enamored by them. I just felt like I had to give them information. So, I did mention that I knew you, and it kind of went downhill from there. But and we saw you not too long after that. So I think that kind of fills Itella up, catches Itella up. If there was anything else that Sar or Helena remembered from that time that would be important.
The barkeep did tell us a nice story.
Yes.
True. Wonderful story.
And actually, one other thing was the barkeep, when questioned about if they'd seen Helen, had said that they hadn't.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, barkeep solid.
Well,
He's a good
yeah,
guy.
so that infers that they weren't sort of under their compulsion.
Yeah, not like compelled to tell everything. Well, that and it wasn't exactly the best likeness. So you do remember that?
okay, I'm gonna ask a quick question. Wait, this is a different group than was at the wood wall. How do they know what we look like? Hello?
I have
Certainly
no
a
idea.
question.
Yeah, how do they know?
They had drawings of us.
Yeah, I mean,
They did.
A hastily scribbled likeness.
I think the question is where do the drawings come from? And Corwin is just drawing a blank.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of when they would have seen me in my me form. Trying to remember.
Were you a bee the whole time when they attacked?
No, when they attacked, Itella started as a beetle, and this is in the
Recap
in
the
between
Prelude.
stuff,
yeah,
during the time skip.
yeah.
You were a beetle, then you were beaten down out of beetle form, stood up, transformed into something else, and had the crap kicked out of you again, and then ran. So for at least minimum a
Oh,
few
we had
moments in there, you would have been seen. Minimum.
right. And now that I think about it, we were both unconscious for a bit
That's also true.
in the
Yeah.
battle. We both were. Okay.
Unconscious and dragged away. Both of you give me a history check, Helena and Itella. And see if you can jog your own memories here. Just take the first number. A 14 will be sufficient. There was one guy there who was giving orders,
Yes.
and as he was giving orders, he had a metal plate and what looked like a stencil or a stick or something. He was,
Yeah, he was
like scoring into it with.
See, I thought he was just taking notes.
Maybe a little bit of
Yeah,
both.
it didn't even dawn on me he could be drawing. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So that's plausible.
Interesting.
Okay. How long do you think it'll take us to get to the protectorate?
It's probably a day and a half from Blue Cat, give or take, depending on the
Okay.
winds, as they say.
And I'm just going to say I need a good meal between now and then.
To open up the hold, fish spills out.
Yeah, do we
Yeah.
have any fish? Do we have any fresh fish?
I think you guys would have plenty of fresh fish at this stage.
Yeah, I'm sure we could get some. Just
Yummy.
Yeah,
And we
because
have the
we had talked
means to
about it
get more.
prior. You were intending to sell some at Blue Cut, which did not happen.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
You guys could cook up some fish.
I think if I eat all this before it goes bad, I'm going to get sick. Better have help.
But much to Itella's earlier point of figuring out all the questions you would have to ask them. So it was, who are these guys and where did they come from?
Right.
And who's their boss, I guess? Anything else?
The leader.
What's their
I know something out of
purpose?
character.
How do they influence so many people?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that is a
What's-
very good question.
What's their overall goal? What's their aim?
Yeah,
And
jot
you
down your
guys-
questions, folks.
And you guys heard something that I did not hear.
Actually,
At the
technically,
end.
that is correct.
Yes. So I'm trying to figure out how to prompt.
Yeah. Oh, actually, on that note, so yes, of things that not everyone heard. So I will so ask Helena. Yeah, you've been on the mainland this whole time. Have you heard from your family or anything? I heard rumor from during Corwin's questioning. I think that was when it was. Oh, well, actually, no, it was.
It was when you were being
Yeah, it was
asked
during
questions.
Corin's
Yeah.
questioning that something happened at the Underdark Waypoint.
Bless you.
I visited them, but
That was
I didn't hear anything about it.
that was
So,
about 2 months ago.
yeah.
Just for like a close to exact
As in
timeline.
when she was there, as opposed.
Yeah, 2 months ago from right now.
Yeah.
Give or take a week.
So yeah, so I'll say that. Yeah, I don't know how much weight is behind this, but the that big guy did sort of infer that the Underdark Waypoint, they'd been pushed deeper into the Underdark. I don't know what happened there, but or if it was just all
Exactly.
bluff, but
Yeah, what would
yeah,
that mean?
If it helps, his exact words were something to the effect of like they were the Underdark Waypoint was closed and they went back, deep inside.
yeah,
So he's kind of emphasizing that the waypoint itself has been closed, which I feel like you're kind of in the like merchant adjacent, if you will, Sar. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Merchant adjacent.
indeed.
What would trigger, as you're saying this to Helena, is that would mean that the trade route there has been closed. And
Yes.
that
Yeah,
is a big surprise. Because
yeah,
even though it was only like a I guess a caravan's probably the right word, maybe. Like a caravan once every 3 months, it was like significant and valuable stuff being traded.
Right.
And for it to just stop, that's weird.
yeah. So Helena, what do you think? Because that seems like a sort of extreme thing to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why they would ever do that. It's been open as long as I've been around.
And with it being these, Order of the Blacksmoke, that know that it's being closed off, I feel like they must be involved in it.
Ah,
I
sorry.
hope everybody's okay.
Mm.
I want to check on them, but they're kind of far away.
Yeah, they are
Maybe,
pretty
Yeah.
far away.
maybe
protector
we.
Yeah,
might-
like when we were taking the cart, it took us over a week to get up there.
Well, the protectorate might know.
Yeah.
We'll have to. So that's
true.
another question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
run down.
Anybody write these questions down? No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I started to write mine down, but I remember mine.
Yeah, I
remember
don't
what-
know exactly how old Helena is,
Oh, I have it.
but I'm
written
pretty
down.
sure you're younger than 80 years old. So saying it's been around since longer than you've been alive is accurate, right?
32.
So yeah, longer than you've been alive is an accurate statement. um. What did someone just say? I missed it. I think it was either Mothership or Scott.
I was thinking separate things.
But yeah, it does seem like very strange that would be shut down. Like, it's not like they're losing 25% of the kingdom's income or something, but surely like 10%. So it's not a small amount.
Yeah, and if that's been affected for the Underdark, I wonder if there's been other um, transportation waypoints that have been shut down that we don't know about as well. Because just found out about that by chance, just a couple of loose lips.
Quick question: when we came up here, in the last episode, basically, it seems like we sailed past or in the vicinity of Guildwood Protectorate, or is that not true at all?
You would have. I mean, you passed it, but it's not like you would have. Want to think of the phrase here.
Well,
it's not like you would have been in sight range of the place.
okay.
You
'Cause
passed its like general rough location.
I'm
More like
as
the
in-
coastlines over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Corwin might, in his mind, in hindsight, be sitting here thinking, "Do I remember if the Guildwood was like fine on fire, or you know what I mean? Like, was something weird about it?" But if you're saying I didn't even see it, then never mind.
Yeah, it would have been much too far away.
Okay.
One thing that is also worth noting that I don't think got mentioned because the only time you guys ever went to the Guildwood Protectorate was the end of last season. Was the Guildwood Protectorate is like kind of a stronghold built into a mountain on an island, so it's not like it's a building out in the middle of nowhere. So even if it was on fire, you might not see that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah. So it sounds like
it's a Bond villain lair, is what you're saying.
Definitely. So do you have like those? I think it was the very last question I missed that you guys wanted to ask. You guys have those written down?
I'm just going to rattle some of them off, and
Sure. Just
others
sort
off.
of reiterating to the group.
Who are these guys? Where did they come from? How do they influence so many people? What's their goal? What happened with the Dark Waypoint? And are there any other sort of transport hubs shut down?
Gotcha.
Anyone else got things throwing out?
I got like 5 of those written down. 4, actually. The first 4. So the last one I wrote down was how do they influence people like they do?
So yeah. Their goal is kind of the big one, because that's what's really thrown us for a loop. Because Corwin and I, we just sort of arrived here and it's just all hell's breaking loose.
Definitely want to have more information on the enemy as they seem to be. So just generally speaking, yeah, like what's up with them? What's their goal? What's their aim?
Yeah, and I think fair enough to call them the enemy when we sort of arrive to sell our fish and they all start shooting at us.
And news about the Underdark waypoint or
definitely concerning.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing like direct and specific you guys want to discuss and sort of just at this point want to rest, you can totally do that and get your day of rest from here. And in the meantime, if you come up with anything you want to talk about, you can.
I mean, honestly, the first thing that pops into Corwin's mind is, how are Helena and Itella, and how have they been, and is there anything, I don't know. It's like his first thought is the crew's back together again, and does anybody have any
it sounds like we've been having a
okay?
much easier time of it compared to you two.
I think you can tell that Itella is definitely depressed. Itella kind of blames himself for what happened. Even though, you can't control other people.
Yeah, for sure.
He feels he should have protected them better.
But yeah, like I've not to the same extent, but in a similar way, just sort of tried to get people out of one bad situation so they can travel towards another one.
Pretty much.
You've just got to cross your fingers and just hope all that works out, because just hope that it'll be better than before, because that's what they're hoping for. You can't force a world,
Right.
and you can't babysit them forever.
I guess the question for Itella is, you said you blame yourself, but in what capacity for bringing them there? For losing your temper upon seeing the armored figures and immediately attacking without asking any questions?
No, for
Yeah.
I didn't even think about defense. I was more worried about them learning how to farm and
That's true.
for what's his name to take care of the bees. I just went blank on. And now
Lorraine, the
Lorraine.
stunted werebear who you were teaching
Yes,
to keep
yes.
bees.
He is now their leader.
Did
Maybe.
Corwin and Sar ever actually have any idea about the whole werebore aspect with Helena? Was that out in the open?
When we encountered the cave during the storm with the where like the lycanthropes there,
Mhm.
the leader of the lycanthropes there did explicitly say that she's a lycanthrope now. In this
Okay.
I don't.
could
It's
tell.
up to. It's entirely up to Helena. In your, like end of week updates, did you tell them the lycanthropy that you had was cured? The rest of the party lights.
I don't know, like, if somebody asked, I would have been like, oh yeah, but I don't think I would have brought it up.
Oh yeah, I was a lycanthrope once. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
So
as
I
far as the
don't.
two of
So
you know, she still has lycanthropy. That is correct.
Okay,
yeah,
then that would come
because
to
I don't know
Corwin and
about
I'd ask
Corwin,
about
but
it.
Sar's not going to be prying because
Well,
like
if it was out in the
who just
open,
gets cured of lycanthropy? Maybe sensitive subject or whatever. Like
I think I would probably do it in private, but Corwin is that
uh,
type. He's gonna check on
uh,
the crew with everybody.
As everybody like
that's
settles
fair.
in, SAR's like, maybe SAR and Itella are looking at cooking fish for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corwin's like, leaning over the front of the ship, making sure there's no obstructions going on, and Corwin, you sort of like look to the side, and there's Helena sitting in the corner, away from everyone else. You could go ask if you wanted to do so, away from people.
Yeah, yeah, I absolutely would. And it can be just, you inform me what I already know out of character. But ultimately, that's something that matters to Corwin,
Hey,
the
how's
crew.
that werebore thing going?
Yeah.
Well, I think she'd be like grateful that it was thought about and just be like, yeah, we had to. I'd like tell a little bit of the story how we had to dig up that guy to do remove curse and that it was a curse
Mm.
It was
on him.
I believe the phrase was an especially voracious curse.
Mm-hmm.
Or spiteful, that was the word. An especially spiteful curse on him. Whoever put it
Mm.
on him really didn't like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she kind of just gives you the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I imagine you mentioned that Lythe showed you where the body was buried, but wouldn't help you.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I ain't gonna dig up my friend, you do that. But he was very helpful.
Yeah, he was.
For a time.
Well, I'm glad
Unfortunately.
it all turned out. It sounds like, I mean, I know that you guys said you lost some people, and Corwin offers his condolences to anybody, any of the people that they met along the way that they've lost.
Yeah. She's like thanks, and then I think she forgot to tell who it was, and one of the people was that panther. He was a panther, right?
Yeah, he was a
Mm.
werepanther.
Werepanther, right?
Yeah, live as a werepanther.
So he was one of the people that died.
Yeah.
That werepanther. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But
Just kind of nonchalant, or just out of like a non sequitur, I call out to Sar. Hey, Sar, is it going to be a full moon tonight? Because Sar would know, right?
Yeah.
wait. Oh, we forgot to set up the calendar keeper thing.
Yeah.
We can say it is the first full moon of the year, and then later we can look at what that exactly means on the calendar.
Well, we're 4 days past when the message happened.
Yes, should be roughly right. Yeah.
So if it's going to be a full moon tonight, Corwin looks back to Helena and says, "Is this going to be your first full moon since being cured?"
Is it? I don't.
No. That was the first thing you guys did. So you've been cured for months.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I say no.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just. Do you feel good on a full moon? I mean, does it make any difference anymore? I'm just curious, just interested.
That's up to
Uh,
you, Helena, if you share the whole other thing I mentioned to you, which probably would get worse during the full moon.
so I get a little bit fatigued, but it's getting easier. And it's a weird memory to have.
Yeah. I remember being a boar one time. It was weird, man. Yeah.
If I can ever help with any of it, just let me know. And that's pretty much how Corwin wraps it up. You know,
I'm
like,
sorry. I missed that because it froze.
oh, Corwin just said, well, if I can help in any way with any of that or anything, just let me know.
Oh, thanks. I
And
might
I'm
need you to pick something up.
okay. Just let me know. I think I don't know. I mean, again, I'm just emphasizing that crewmates, crew members, and that's important to Corwin. So he actually is going to end up going to Itella, I think, or going to Itella, and I think that maybe recognizes Itella's mood and just kind of like sits down next to him for a period of time, maybe a brief period of time, but just spends a little bit of time with Itella, just kind of not saying anything. And eventually, if Itella does not say anything in return, he'll get up and just kind of nudge him and say, "Here for you," and then walk away.
Sure.
And go back to checking for obstructions at the front of the boat. Doing my job.
We'll probably have to remember
back
to
to
come
work.
back to that because I think she's standing up at the moment away. Uh, But I will say that'll like bring you guys to the rest, and we'll flash back to whatever that scene would have been. So this will bring you guys to the end of the evening. You guys have some cooked up fish. You're down the river. You've definitely passed a number of bends that would have been far too narrow for that ship you saw. So they would have only been able to chase you so far anyway. But they were prevented from doing so at all. But now we'll come to the evening, and you guys can figure out your bedding arrangement, because you guys have two hammocks out on the deck, and then you have the two beds in the covered area.
Ooh,
Corwin's been
I'm
outside, every time, I think.
And yet, one of the rarely done things, Druidcraft, to look at what the weather will be like in this location for the next 24 hours.
How big of a
One of the rarely used things of Druidcraft.
at this location?
Yeah.
It's like very, very light showers. And it'll sort of just be cloudy all day. But
Sure.
if nobody has any protests, why did I say it that way? Uh, are Corwin and Sar sleeping in the hammocks, and the other two sleeping in the bunks?
If nobody objects to it, yeah. I mean, that's Corwin would just go
Yeah.
about business as usual.
Yeah. Same with Sarsadby. Yeah, just hammocking and whatnot.
Yeah,
As normal.
I think probably as like everybody's drifting off to sleep, uh, there's definitely less of an impetus for watch on the boat. It's not completely unnecessary, but it's not nearly as necessary, especially as you're like drifting down slowly. At least I imagine you slow down during the night. But as you're sort of like drifting off to sleep, Sar, you hear fairly distinctly a voice you haven't heard in some months. The voice of the Star Dweller speaking to you. It says, "Finally on the move again, are you? Away from the reflection of the endless stars." Just a long pause after that.
Uh, is this sort of like seeing something I can sort of kind of engage with, or is it?
It's kind of like you're half asleep and you're hearing a voice talk to you.
There'll be lots going on very soon. More danger.
It would be nice to see something other than just the reflection. Nice to feel something other than salt tainted wind. And sort of as the voice fades into the back of your mind, you get this like feeling of almost excitement, and this wanderlust that's been like building inside of you. It's almost like come to its like peak, and now you have like this like excitement for whatever's to come, but not without a small bit of apprehension at the concept of going into danger again. Maybe dying again, who knows? I guess we'll see, won't we?
Yep.
But I think from there, Mothership, are you back?
Yes.
We're gonna sort of like flashback to something that happened while you were gone. Merlin, you had been saying Corwin was gonna sit down next to Atella.
Yeah. After doing with Helena, Corwin would swing around to Itella, recognize Itella's mood, as you had mentioned earlier that I could tell that, he's depressed, and just sit down next to him and be in the same space but not speak, not say anything. And if Itella doesn't say anything to Corwin before Corwin stands up after a few minutes or something, Corwin just, kind of, touches him briefly and says, "Here for you," and walks away. Unless Itella said something. That's what I said earlier. So.
Okay. Oh, I am going to say thank you so much for the fish. It reminds me of home, but my voice cracks.
And I think at that point, Corwin would say, no problem. Touch Itella and say, "Here for you," and walk away.
Okay.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now, sort of flashing back forward, we come to the end of that. And the end of your rest, so everybody can do up a rest on their sheet and everything, get all your spell slots and hit points and things back. Yeah. So as you guys are progressing down the river, there's not really too much obstruction. I mean, you guys just passed through this area day before yesterday. You know, not really a huge issue, or maybe even yesterday. I'm not sure. So unless there's anything anyone wants to communicate, we just continue down. Ba-ba. And it's about midday where you guys break out of the river into the ocean, like more sort of open ocean, and start to steer down towards the Guildwood Protectorate. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because this should be pretty close to correct at this point, you guys are just under a day away from the Guildwood Protectorate, so you'll get there a little before midday tomorrow. But it definitely feels like the time to, like, coordinate, make sure everybody remembers how to work together and things.
Yeah. And also, one thing, so I'll sort of ask the other two during the travel is like, so you fought then with the other lycanthropes. What were they like to? I'm sorry if this is hard to ask about, but really just be great to know what they were like to fight in such a situation. Really just had a very awkward encounter recently, and that's all that Corwin and I at least really know. Can be anything, like from like how
If you guys
tactical and built up they were, or their sort of
I,
the sorts of weapons. Obviously, it's those rifles, but
right. Well, I look at Helena and I go, well, they're not. Some of them don't have very good aim, but when they do hit, it really hurts. I give you hit point numbers, but that's kind of um, it's like it takes half my health every time they hit me. So,
devastating blows.
but their guns seem to. What's the word, Helena? When they lock up, when they don't want to shoot.
They malfunction probably.
Oh, like the misfire?
That
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do seem to misfire a bit, but they're also organized like a army.
Oh, and the tablet.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What
don't.
tablet?
I thought he was taking notes, but what if it's a message thing back and forth, or maybe it's a spell book? I don't know. But each group seems to have one of those guys in it too.
Did we? I guess we've already mentioned that. Yeah, and I know we spoke about it, but the whole party is aware of the drawings that they had at this point, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you all saw those.
Then I won't even say anything.
I just
oh,
jokingly
I forgot
say,
that they were shown in the inn as well. Yeah.
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 I
I will
just
say,
jokingly say, are they any good at drawing?
Nope.
I will say, Corwin and Sar have not seen the individual you're referring to with the tablet, because that person was on the ship, not in the inn.
Right.
But you've now seen them twice, or at least that type of person twice.
Mm-hmm.
I say definitely the idea of they hit hard. Some of them have questionable aim, and their weapons malfunction sometimes. The only thing you might want to add to that is that after malfunctioning, they can usually fix them pretty quickly.
Yeah, they are good at fixing quickly.
Yeah.
That is true.
And I don't know that there's anything else that you would necessarily have noticed from the brief encounters you've had with them. Beyond what you've already said, that is. Their armor is thick and heavy, but that's pretty... you can tell that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you guys can probably just head on there. What's up? What were we going to say?
Who?
Oh, Liz?
Oh, I hit my mic with my hand.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. So I imagine you guys sort of just spend the time like reacclimatizing and getting used to each other's company again, and possibly discussing strategies or things in fights. And another day passes. Excuse me. And
I'm gonna say it might be a good idea for us to, how do I put this? At least two of us on one when we're in battle.
like focus them down.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've
I'd probably
realized.
take the guys with the guns out first because they can shoot from a long ways away.
That makes sense. Good idea.
I've come to realize that your tokens are not on this map. Here, it'll be easier just to do this. Sorry. As you guys pull into the small bay area in front of the Guildwood Protectorate, all seems quite quiet, which I think you'll find a little peculiar because the last time you were here, the moment your ship showed up, there were, half a dozen guys out to speak to you.
Yeah. Is it too quiet?
Quite too quiet.
Half a dozen too quiet.
Oh.
Some of you are in the water. I'm not sure why or how that happened.
Because I like the water.
That fixed it. But you guys
I don't
in.
have water walk prepared anymore.
There you go. You guys are here. Ahead of you, you see the sort of like grassy mountainside that is, well, at least this section of the mountain where the protectorate is built into the wall, and you sort of sail your ship forward and arrive here. What do you guys want to do?
Disembark.
Right now.
And yeah, say
Out of Sea of Thieves ad.
party in case anyone forget. Yeah, this is not right.
Yeah,
And
definitely doesn't seem right.
like start off even okay, no.
I figure
Just perception looking around. An 11, that's kind of a nothing.
I think with an 11 and with the passive as you guys came into shore, the combination of the two, you guys would definitely notice it looks like the two guard towers are empty, or at least there's no movement, there's no motion, nobody came out to talk to you, nothing. And as you guys sort of pile out and start pile off the ship, sure, that works, and start heading towards the entrance, you notice that it is the stone door is broken and collapsed, and you can sort of like partially peer inside through some of the chunks of rock.
It's time to shillelagh.
Yeah.
I mean, that only lasts like a minute, but sure.
I was gonna say, unless I feel like everything's perceived, I wouldn't mind doing a perception roll too. But if we've got it all, I don't need to do a superfluous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the moment, you're good.
Gotcha.
It'll be moving forward. You'll need another one.
Okay.
Like once everybody's
Yeah,
off the ship and by the door. What's up?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shillelagh my glowstone branch and walk forward, determined.
And just keep Shillelagh up, like, at the end of every minute. Bonus action, bonus action. Is that what you're doing?
Basically, yeah, because we don't know where they're gonna come from.
Works for me. All right, what were you going to say, Liz?
Also, I assume last time we were here, we were sort of like ushered that way, sort
Yeah,
of thing.
you were
Yes.
guided to the entrance.
Mm.
And right up until Pewter Stonefish showed up, right up until she got there to talk to you and take care of you, you guys were escorted every step of the way until she got there.
Yep.
And now there's no one. What's up, Liz? Sorry.
I was just gonna ask, like, should I stealth in?
From where you guys are, it doesn't look like the crack in the like door is big enough. Because it looks like the entrance has been collapsed. There's a crack that you can sort of see inside, but it's not big enough to fit through.
You guys think we could learn more if I had Dribbly fly around, circle the whole place, and check it out first, or should we just head to the door and go in? And Corwin says that out loud, asks the whole group.
How's Dribbly fit through the crack?
No, we fly around like the towers and the whole place,
Oh,
and like just
sorry, I
get
misunderstood.
see if anybody's
okay.
about, just kind of gather more information quickly.
Yeah.
It might take a few minutes before, so that's why I'm
That'd be a
asking.
good
I don't
idea.
want
Sort
to
of this
send them
section
off.
of the island.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay, then I'll relay. I'll give Dreadly his instructions, and he can fly off and do some recon.
Do you guys want to sort of investigate the entrance while he's doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, like would be sort of interested in sort of trying to work out, because this is the Hacking Guildwood Protectorate. Be sort of quite interested to see. I'm not great at that sort of thing, but see if I could work out what sort of aspect broke apart this door. Like, if it was just like brute force, some magic thing, some
Well, yeah, you can. Investigation.
Yeah, because I don't really know what I'm like. Oh my word!
Yeah,
I
it
was
looks
not
like
expecting that roll.
there was significant like concussive force that like slammed into the door and blew it open, and then after that, the ceiling above it was collapsed onto the doorway. It doesn't look necessarily what you would call deliberate. Like they weren't. It doesn't seem like whoever blew open the door was then trying to seal the entrance after. It looks like that was a side effect of something else. But it definitely looks like you guys could. There's space behind. You guys could clear out the rubble and go inside if you wanted to. Which, this is a place where they stored a bunch of magic items, so who knows? Maybe you want to. And you had at least one acquaintance here.
I think Corwin's pretty small, and he can,
Two, yeah.
He's got the ranger thing with difficult terrain doesn't mean anything to him. Maybe he could squeeze in and investigate.
I mean, if you'd like to do that, yeah.
Is Dribbly about done with his thing? If he's on his way back, I'll wait for that and see what he says.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, he'll be circling back. This section of the island is sort of like a can't remember what it like the opposite of an inlet, right? Like it goes out, and then at the end of it, it cuts in a little bit, and that's where the boat is right now.
Is that so it's a peninsula with a cove.
It's like a tiny little peninsula, right? Like a tiny little peninsula on a much bigger island.
Okay.
And he sort of like circles the whole like peninsula area. There's probably a better word for something this small, because a peninsula seems like it'd be much bigger. But yeah. So it doesn't take him all that long. Mostly alls that you get from him is that it seems like a section that would be difficult but not impossible to access has been collapsed into the structure, and you can like see into the structure, and it seems the portion of the river up north is flowing into it.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I relay all that back, to the whole group.
We need
And
to
yeah,
make sure.
And Dribbly didn't see any bodies or anything?
Nope.
We need to make sure nobody's still alive in there. Need to get them out.
how about I squeeze through and see if I can't check out the other side and make the hole bigger, or can we all just fit? Is that...
No, you cannot. You have
No.
to. Corwin could. The rest of you would have to take time moving some of the rubble.
Okay.
And I don't like us separating. Is there a small form I could go into to get on the other side? Maybe we could dig it out together.
I mean, you could, or you could just dig it out from the side.
Yeah.
There's not really a reason
Yeah.
you couldn't just
If
dig
you're-
it from the side.
If you're going in there, don't go far.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I don't even need to leave like the crack or something, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just try to see if there's anything on the other side that can facilitate us getting through, and if not, just come back and we'll just
Okay.
dig it out from the outside.
Sounds good.
Okay, I will put you right here at the crack. You squeeze on through. It's a bit of a tight fit. You see a bunch of bodies, and numerous broken desks. Which, when you guys were here last time, it was pretty clear these desks were where a bunch of people did sort of sit down and they catalog stuff. Largely what they were taking, their intake of things, and it seemed like a lot of desks and cataloging that there wouldn't necessarily be that many dangerous magic items, but you don't know how much information they write down about them, so who knows? And you do see this huge scorch mark right here. It seems to go up and out and burn into the ceiling, and it sort of seems to be what caused the collapse.
Okay. I'll pop back out and relay all that.
And numerous bodies, if I didn't say that.
Gotcha. I think I can see 3.
So I think
probably more.
Yes, they all look like the Guildwood Protectorate guards, and a couple of the scribe type people.
Okay.
But nothing to help you get clear faster.
Gotcha. Okay.
Helen is still down by the ship. I'll go grab her. Wait, so was Isella.
Yep.
But you guys could relatively easily clear it up. It just take a minute, pulling rubble away.
Okay.
You guys want to do that?
We'll definitely assist with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
After a little bit of time, you clear it out and open up the area. There you go. What you guys doing?
So, in our memory of the last time we were here, we were escorted to this door, and after that, last time we were here, which sort of way were we escorted?
Both times, I say both times because Helena and Itella came back for help with the remove curse thing. Both times you guys were escorted through the right door, but you noticed both doors lead to the same large open area.
Right.
You're not sure how much that would actually matter. Which door you would go through would matter. You guys want to head in and investigate?
Yes.
Feel free.
I have a word, but I have something I want to say, but hold on a second.
Is it Shillelagh?
Yes, again and again.
Cohen's going to go in, but he's all defensive minded, so he's not literally investigating. He's leaving that to the rest of the party.
I say to Helena, we need to make sure that Etwin, is that how you pronounce it?
Oh yeah, Etwin.
That his if they haven't destroyed all those magical tomes and everything, in his
Yeah,
library?
I wanted to check on him too.
So are you guys all sort of like going in simultaneously with a Helena and Itella having this exchange as you're heading in?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would sort of think you guys are somewhere roughly like this as you're heading
Okay.
in. All right. Why don't you guys? I guess such high perceptions, passive perceptions. So I guess you don't have to roll a check. But as I tell her, you're sort of like looking over at Helena, and she's like looking back at you having this conversation. Helena, you see this body right behind Itella start to shift and move.
I was just about to say, let's check the bodies.
And it stands up.
Is it the one closest to the door?
Moment, please.
Oh no, I see it.
It's multiples, but a moment, please. And like as Helen is seeing this one start to like shift and move and get up, Itella's looking past and sees the one to the right by the door start to move and get up.
Okay.
Meanwhile, this one's going to get up. So you guys all see these ones, these bodies start to get up.
Okay.
But
And
it's
when I
only it's only these three. It's not all of them.
Okay.
At least for now.
And when I see it start moving, I go, battle time.
Battle time. All right, click on your tokens, roll initiative. I think one thing to note is that these two right here, the two closest to Itella, are like armored. They have like the guard's armor. And all of their wounds on their body are like filled with like this thick black fluid.
Ew.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. I don't think that's gasoline.
All right. Cancel. Well, that's not very good. Looks like Corwin's going first. You definitely hear them shifting and moving behind you. I imagine you whirl around and see the first two that got up, and then you hear the one behind you get up. So nobody's surprised here.
Right.
But they all fully stand up before you have a chance to act.
Okay.
Corwin, you're first.
I came in with shield equipped. And
yeah, you did say that. Well,
I'm going
allude to that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be wielding my rapier in here, which is a nice change. It's called the Wolfram Spike. Let's see. I think my instinct is to go after this guy over here, because I feel like.
Well, to reiterate, you heard them get up behind you in reference to the two that got up first. So you would have whirled around and looked at these two. So you're facing these two, and then you hear this one get up.
Right.
Would you turn around and go for the one behind you then, in this instance?
Yes.
Just checking.
Otherwise he can flank and surround the rest of
I'm just confirming that we were on the same page. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. Get him.
So I think I'm just going to... I'm trying to decide whether to run behind him and try to set up... I think I would just instinctively run up to him, really, and stab him a couple times. So
I just picture you like clambering over the broken desks and like, you know, just like slamming your shield down and flinging yourself over and thrusting your rapier. Go for it.
Let me get.
This one is appears to just be wearing some like robes.
Robes?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 19.
That'll hit.
Wait a minute. Take off the weighted quiver. What would that have added?
That's the 3.
Okay,
Right.
then a 16 to hit. Well,
That'll hit.
I guess it's that. We'll see what it is next time, but as long as 16 hits. Okay. 14 piercing.
Cool.
And I think I'll go ahead and let Dribbly infuse that, because why not? So
Still fire.
Attack on 5 more fire, yes.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna tell Dribbly basically to back me up. So I think
Don't forget you have 2 attacks.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. So I'll stab him again. For 15. I guess 17. I took the weighted quiver off, so.
That is a hit.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I have archery on, so 15.
That is a hit.
Actually what it is. Okay. 10. And I don't.
That is damage, certainly.
Yeah. And I think oh, dang it. I had it all set up, but we'll just go ahead and do it now. So I'll go ahead and put Hunter's Mark on that same guy.
Okay.
Should have done it first. I do it every time. You'd think I'd learn.
It seems to be just the way Rangers be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the curse.
You got to forget at least once every session.
So that's move, attack, bonus. That's Corwin. And Dribbly's going to follow his direction to come over here.
And we're doing +2 for flanking?
Correct. So he's going to swoop in, down behind the guy and bite him.
14 will hit.
And 9, 5 piercing, 4 fire.
Cool.
And I think that's it.
Helena's not on the turn order.
Oh.
Oh, did she forget to click on her token?
What was the roll?
Oh, I don't see it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Yes.
Okay, there you are. Thank you for noticing.
Okay.
I did not. All right, the one that you've been beating on. So it turns towards you, and you see like one of the like pierce holes that you stabbed through this thing and pulled your rapier out. Starts to like pull itself back together as this like thick black fluid drips out and just knits itself together.
Ew. Corwin gags.
Yeah.
It's going to then attack you, Corwin, twice. Is that a hit and a miss?
Well, my AC is 20, so I guess it's a hit and a miss, yeah.
9 slashing and 2 necrotic.
Alrighty.
And that is his turn. Sorry.
Did it leave like a black mark at all from ooze or anything, or is it just?
It's kind of itchy, like when you get like like cut by something dirty.
Ugh.
No, it's not pleasant.
Gross.
Right, so Sa is going to
Wait, where is Sar?
Right below
Sa's
Helena.
behind Helena.
When did you move?
I didn't.
I'm confused.
Where did you think I was? I've not clicked on
Your
my token yet.
HP bar is above Helena for me.
Oh.
It's separate from your token. It is up there above Helena, which is where I thought you were. And then I look over and you're down here. Oh, now it's reattached to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. On my
that's fine.
screen, you had sort of pulled me here, where you see me now.
Oh, that's really weird.
Mm.
I think you'd be wherever you think you would be. But it's just very weird that your HP bar was up there. But if this is where you'd be, that's fine. They can have had that conversation and seen the zombie rise behind you. It's not a problem.
Yeah, and the which way around do we want to do this? Yeah, let's go on the, that one behind me. let's go ahead and cast a moonbeam.
Okay. I always forget how big Moonbeam is.
It's a 2x2. Because yeah, I did think to check that up in between sessions because yeah, it's always easy to forget.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
And
oh, you did.
Well, let's show description. And I'll bonus action go into Chalice Star form.
Cool.
And this here is at least currently just a corpse, yes?
Yes. Constitution saving throw. Okay.
And
so that's a failure for 8 damage? 8 damage.
I'll pop myself here. And that's going to be my turn.
Fantastic. Excuse me. Helena. I don't know if you're muted, Liz.
Yeah, I just unmuted. I was muted when I was answering you earlier, though.
Oh, that sucks. Well, you're here now.
I'm trying to decide which one I would go for first, because
if it's any help, this one down here is bathed in moonlight. Which almost sounds nice. Almost.
Yes.
oh, what
Aside from the screaming.
It just does some damage at the end of Sar's turn, I think. Beginning?
It's on the start of each of its turns and when it
moves
becomes engulfed in it. So like when yeah.
So its turn, not your turn. Got it. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Which would probably hit Helena if she decided to go stand in it. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there it is. When it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or when it starts its turn there.
Okay.
So would I have seen Corwin get scratched?
Plausible. You sort of like glanced over to Itala during the conversation. You didn't fully physically turn around. With a passive perception of 20, I'll give it to you.
Corwin did say gross when he got hit. Like he made it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you glance over and see the scratch on his arm or whatever. Yeah. Makes sense.
So I think I'm going to shoot that one first just because of that happening.
Short.
Nice.
That'll definitely hit. And you have an ally within 5 feet, so you have your sneak attack.
Oh.
29. That hurts. All right, you want to move it all?
Yeah. I'm gonna move up 2.
Okay.
And that's good.
Itala, you have a shillelagh'd weapon right now.
Right. But I'm going to blurt out team up.
I mean, I think they're doing effectively teaming up right now, but yeah.
Well, there's 2 on 1. I don't. I'm afraid if I move, Isn't the one right next to me going to hit me? But do I even know that one's there? Because isn't it behind me?
You definitely heard it stand up. You definitely know it's there.
And I don't want to give it an attack of opportunity. It's probably going to have enough attacks on me.
Yeah.
But then am I contradicting myself because I just said team up and now I...
Not necessarily.
So there's 2-on-1 over here. And there's a moonbeam over here. So I will attack this one. Yeah, that one. And then go over to this one. There we go.
When the one you're on is dead, you'll go over there?
Well, preferably dead, yes.
All right.
Dead quickly would be good, too.
Give him a schmack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Walk.
It's a good old schmack.
Oh, that's sad.
9 bludgeoning.
I look at him, I go, you deserve more than that.
Okay. All right. It's the corpse down here's turn. Sarah, if you want to roll your damage.
Yes. Okay,
That's
I can
a
just click
failure.
the button.
7.
I've been having great rolls, but at least they're rolls.
That's true. Double check.
I'm just going to jump up and get a drink. Oh! Well, not jump. Ow.
I don't think it has the intelligence to know who cast that on him, so he's just going to go forward and hit the closest thing.
Does he take damage? Like,
Yeah, he already took damage.
Yeah, just when starting it or when it's moved on. So yeah.
Miss and miss. That's not going to hit any of you. All right, this one that was hitting. That was hit by Itella. This thing work?
Trying a cone or something?
This snapping is just, it feels really weird, you know? Yeah, I think this thing is going to just rear back and spew a cone of this, like, thick black liquid.
Ew.
Itella and Helena need to give me a dexterity save.
I don't wanna.
It does not.
Oh, Atella's just going to take it, apparently.
Oh. Gross.
Nice, Liz.
Half on a success, but you have the rogue thing, right?
Yeah.
So
Did you say dexterity?
correct.
Okay, hold on. I don't have any. There. No, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, I almost clicked the wrong thing. Did it work?
Yep, you got a 7. That is 10 necrotic damage to you, Mothership. And you are poisoned for 1 minute. Oh, sorry. That's 10 necrotic damage and 11 poison damage. And you are poisoned for 1 minute. As this, like, thick black fluid just splashes across your skin and starts to eat away at it like necrotic flesh. Like necrosing your flesh. It's
out of character. I was
horrible.
This close to preparing lesser restoration. This close. I didn't.
It hurts a lot. Like, you've been hit pretty hard before. You've basically died before. This is way more painful than it should be. Corwin.
I'm gonna keep stabbing this guy right in front of me.
Meanwhile, Helena evaded it entirely.
That's so nice about rogues.
Yeah.
And I guess this will be +2, so 27 to hit.
Yep.
14 piercing, and I'll go ahead and rinse and repeat and do the dribbly for 5 more fire.
Yeah, so I think what happens here is it drops down and then like spasms a little bit and starts to stand back up. So it's looking pretty beat up. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna stab it again. Keep going. 29.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20 more damage, piercing.
20. So he's going to need a natural 20 to not die. That's not a natural 20.
It's a natural something.
It sure is. All right, drop one.
Huzzah. Okay, and actually, it wouldn't matter, but he had Hunter's Mark on him, so I would have done more damage. But I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus to move the Hunter's Mark to this one over here, right next to Itella.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can close distance. Let me see. Let me get the Q button. And I got 40 speed, so that's only 35 feet, so I'm going to come in around behind. And that's Corwin.
Okay.
And Corwin's going to tell Dribbly to get in the fight. So if you want to pick one of the two, or I'll just pick it, but...
I feel like he'd go for the closest one in that case.
Okay, so he's going to come right over here and just attack this guy. Oh, I clicked on the cog. Get out of there. So he's going to nibble on that guy.
Get him.
11.
11's going to miss that one. Again, these guys are the ones wearing the armor, whereas the other one had the robes.
So he bit his armor and couldn't pierce it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a tooth caught in the chainmail. This sounds unpleasant, actually. Poor guy.
And tastes gross, because, I mean, that's the black ooze.
Yeah.
Yep. That's me.
All right, over to Sark.
I'm pretty sure it's an action, just very quickly double checking. Yes, it's an action to move Moonbeam, so I'm going to move Moonbeam to be back over that guy again.
So, bam.
And that'll do the damage, which is... he does the save again, and... Moonbeam, what have you got? Wow, I really can't roll higher than a 5 on a D10, can I?
Apparently, jeez.
But yep. So the 5 damage. No one's been sort of notably hurt thus far.
Yeah, I mean, Itella's injured and poisoned, but not about, like, he's not severely injured, right?
Yeah.
Not quite how.
Yeah, not there yet.
Yeah. I'll do my 10-foot here. Cure wounds on Itella, just first level. But it's got all the extra add-ons, so.
I don't think I'll reject that.
Didn't you move this Moonbeam?
Yes. However, that's it's not casting a leveled spell. It's performing an action of a leveled spell, or of a concentrated spell.
Well, yeah,
right. But used an action to do it, so you don't have any more actions.
Oh
to
God,
do
yeah,
anything
you're
else that
absolutely
uses
right.
an
What the
action.
hell am I? Yeah, so it's only if I want to do anything like that, it would be healing word.
Good
What
call.
the hell? Yeah, let's do it with healing word then. What? Okay. Okay.
Marvelous. And your sickle?
Sure. Yes. Sickle and
Chalice form.
and yeah. Got all these buttons in different places. Oh wow, yes. So that's healed up 23, which aside from your poisoned effect, I think is you back to full, right?
More
Is
than.
it 20?
Yeah.
Did you say 20?
23.
23.
Oh, 2 over. Yay. Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
Don't worry, you're still poisoned.
Oh, thank you. I need reminders.
Yeah. And so yeah, I think I'll probably just stay put.
Fair enough. Helena.
I am going to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Hopefully.
And you do have your sneak attack, so yeah, that's it. 29.
Deja vu.
Good damage. Good damage again. The same good damage again. Do you want to move it all?
I think I'm just gonna move over a little.
Okay. All right, Itella. You're currently poisoned, which means you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
But you've got the +2 for the flanking.
Correct.
Was that what it was? It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. +2.
Against that one.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide. I was thinking that's not natural, but maybe it is. Who knows? I don't know what it is. Yeah. So never mind. Here we go. One of those will hit.
Hot dang. Yeah, that'll hit. Do your damage.
Not again. Okay, fine.
Oh, fantastic.
Picking away, picking away.
All right. This one in the moonbeam gets save.
Yep. And
Oops. Click the con save though. It did the sound. Where's the roll?
oh, it's rolled. Oh, nice. Oh, well, it's only saved for half, so unfortunately, it still takes a whopping 4 damage.
Ow.
Moon burns.
Well, I think it's gonna do the same thing the other one did. Gonna reel back and spew this necrotic fluid out, and that's gonna be Helena, Corwin, and Itella for deck saves.
Seriously?
I love having +10 in my decks.
Well, I think we forgot something for Itella. I mean, you've healed since then, but aren't you resistant to poison damage because you're Circle of the Hive Druid?
Oh. I did that at disadvantage. Whoops.
Just take the first one. Still a failure, but we'll take it.
I think you are correct.
So Helena and Corwin succeeded. Helena takes nothing. Corwin takes... Oh, I'm actually wrong. It's not a dex save. It's a con save. I'm so sorry. Let's try that again with con saves, folks.
I protest.
But the plus 10s.
There. Are you happy?
I mean, sure.
No, but are
Rolls
you
higher
happy?
out of spite.
Oh shit! I get the same thing. Why? Oh.
Oh, Helena still succeeds. So if you succeed, you take half damage and are not poisoned. If you fail, you take full damage and are poisoned.
Well, what's the damage? I don't see it rolled.
Necrotic and poison. That's
So half of 12.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that. I keep hitting the wrong thing. Why won't it close?
This is just being stubborn.
Something. I'm trying to find it because you're right, but I can't remember which thing that gives it to me. Nope.
Well, that's his turn. The other one's gonna attack Itella. I believe that's a miss and a hit. For 15 total damage.
15? Okay, the last time I was spewed, you didn't tell me poison damage. And I'm still trying to find that.
That's why I didn't tell you.
Oh.
Because you're still trying to find it.
What would it be under?
Endurance of the Hive. Starting at 6th level, you become immune to the poisoned effect. Oh, you're immune to the poisoned effect. You don't have disadvantage.
Wow.
And resistant to poison damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you're immune to the poison condition, so you don't have disadvantage. Wish we saw that sooner. I mean, you did hit last time, so I guess it doesn't matter, but so the damage you would take, Mothership, because you failed, is 7 in total. I did the math for you.
Great.
And then just now you took 15.
Oh, I already took. So that's like 22 more?
No, you were at full HP, and then you took 7, and then you took 15.
So 84 minus. Oh my god, 22. Okay.
Corwin.
I almost put 92. I have 92 hit points.
We got to remember you're immune to poison.
He's gonna start stabbing this guy.
Oh,
okay. 2. So let's see. 20, I guess.
Yes.
And I guess I will infuse that again for one more little spark of fire. And I'll stab again.
Yep.
For 19. And 11 piercing.
Didn't you Hunter's Mark this guy?
Yes, I did. I was just actually thinking about that. What is that? That's just is that an extra 1d6 per both?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just roll a 2d6. 3 more. And I think that's everything for me. I mean, I can't cast anything that won't break that concentration, so. Corwin's done. I guess Curly's probably gonna just continue to do what he was doing too, so he'll just attack.
Looks like your tungsten spike is wrong.
In what way?
That's a hit. It deals 1d6 additional poison damage, and that's not being rolled.
It's there, but it's like unchecked. And I don't know why. I just checked it. I don't know why it was unchecked. Maybe Roll20's doing its thing again, you know?
Well,
I've
let's
been
roll that
repeatedly-
2d6 poison damage to see if that...
Okay.
And then we'll get to Dribbly's damage after.
Gotcha. So I guess 6 poison damage.
6 poison damage, so he's got to make... Let's say... 11... That's a failure. He died.
He just died? Awesome.
Yeah, he died.
Okay. And then Dribbly bites for 24, which was a hit.
This guy...
And he's going to do 6 piercing, 4 fire. And he won't move, so that's me. That's us.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Going to guiding bolt.
Okay.
20, I assume, hits.
Guiding bolt minus D.
Oh, that's just so that I've with the warlock and druid ones, I've sort of done a -W -D for like when there's this is specifically through the warlock, this is specifically through the druid.
Got it. Got it.
Just for the sake of myself.
Got it. That's a hit.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Hold on, double checking that. Okay, wait. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. It's been a hot minute.
Greater than average.
Yes.
Alright.
And
sorry,
yes, and they're sort of glowing.
Yeah, glowy zombie.
And yeah, you know what? Like as I sort of cast that, there's also going to be this sort of dark aspect going along the guiding bolt that sort of goes off to Itella, giving some temporary hit points. With
almost like a shadow cast by the guiding lights.
For 4 temporary hit points.
4 temporary hit points. There you go.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
A little mote of darkness. All right, Helena.
These guys are getting knocked down before I can shoot them again. That's a good thing. So I'm gonna move over.
You have advantage because he's glowing.
Yes.
Oh. Did I just do it again, or?
Just roll
just go ahead
again,
and roll
yeah.
again, yeah. That will hit. And with a sneak attack, because you have an ally within 5 feet, and you have an advantage. 33. Okay. Let's see. Where are you? There you are. What does he have? He has to get a natural 20 or he dies. He dies. You just blew you blew his mind. His head's gone. Nothing. There's just nothing left. Ow. From here, we can take a moment for you guys to take a breather and maybe explore this room a little bit more if you want. But
stab the rest of the bodies.
Just make sure they stay dead.
Yes.
Well,
please.
not literally. I'm just joking. Don't desecrate the dead bodies. But make sure they're dead, yes.
Give him a good old nudge.
Yeah.
A little bit of moonbeam here and there.
Mirror under their nose, see if they're breathing.
I'm gonna actually, if we've got everybody dead,
It looks like
I'm gonna walk up to Sar and go, "Do you know what this black stuff is?"
Upon that sort of being because I've not been at like up close and personal thus far. Did I do a nature?
To determine if it's like natural, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like coagulated blood, but not. But there's something different about it. Like it's mixed with something else, something darker. Maybe that's a little too literal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, it's blood mixed with something that started to coagulate, and that sort of kicked up and started liquefying and moving again. But that's all you got.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say it really burns, and then start washing it off.
Totally fair.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's definitely beyond anything I've encountered before.
Me either.
It's nature plus something else. But we're going to go ahead and take our break there, as you guys are all like searching the room in the glow of Sar. Yeah, so we'll be back in a few. It might be a little bit of a longer one. We'll see, but hopefully not too much longer. Yeah. We'll see you guys in a few. Enjoy the music. All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Never even know your name. I'll never even know your name. I'll never even know your name. We are not a sentimental age. We don't want our parents trying to order ticker tape parades. We are not a sentimental age. We are not a sentimental age. Kids are sad, the sky is blue. There are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away. They close the plant, then the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away. The seasons pass, but the monsters stay. Kids are sad, the sky is blue. There are monsters in the spare bedroom. Kids grow up and move away. They close the plant, than the mall arcade. Kids are sad, their parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away. The seasons pass, but the monsters stay. City carved a silhouette on the ocean after dark, over the lonely and the holy and the red blood beating hearts. Up from the dirty black water, a shadow void of form raised itself out of the river, and it climbed upon the shore. Neon on the blacktop, there's a gentle rain downtown, a shadow pooling underneath me as it follows on the ground. Kissed you when I saw you, stared deep into your eyes. I meant to say I love you, but instead I said goodbye. Shadows in the city, I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city, like a demon in the dark, come to tear us apart. Beyond the city. All my good intentions, there's a shadow in the dark. He comes to me infrequently and breaks your perfect heart. I Don't know why I do it, apologize, but it's too late. A single tear and you leave me here, and the shadow slips away. Shadows in the city, I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city, like a demon in the dark, come to tear us apart. Beyond city, can't tell. Beyond city, can't tell. Beyond city, can't tell. Beyond city, can't tell. Beyond city. Put two beating hearts together, stitch the seams and pull the levers. Strange desires, sparks and wires. I sign the dotted line and tethered yours to mine. No anesthetic for hearts electric. Parts start to decay when just your shadow half remains. The operation had complications, and the part of you that died I'll carry all my life. Lovers slowly decomposing, so it goes. Could have been paradise, could have had diamond eyes that held so tight that I lost her. It could have been fireflies, but that fire died, dead and gone. I was wrong, love's a call. I'm a monster.
Monsters. Monsters. Monsters.
Hope lingers on after the one you love is gone. Thought I smelled your ghost in my winter coat, and our love became a void, another echo in the noise. I can't erase what we became. We could have been paradise, could have been you and I played the fool, you played the martyr. We could have been fireflies. Some fires die. I meant no harm. We were both wrong. Moving on. I'm a monster.
Monsters. 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 I hath returned.
Welcome back.
What were we waiting on? Or was it just me?
Well, I'm here.
Okay, so just waiting on Liz and Mo.
Oh, I was double muted. I am here.
Welcome.
Double muted. How do you do that?
Well, my headphones and Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, some headphones have
Yeah, they do.
the ones I used to use.
I never think about it.
I'm back.
Okay.
By the way, I popped on a fan next to me. That's not interfering at all.
Nope.
I don't hear it.
I'm good.
Lovely.
All right. Shall we carry on as I launch? And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, it looks like you did your Cosmic Omen. As we keep forgetting.
Yes.
Is anyone hurt besides me?
Not
I'll just
really.
say
a
it.
little bit.
I will just say it. Is anyone hurt besides me?
Corwin's taken some damage, I think, maybe?
Yeah, I was calculating I was going to pop up Cure Light Wounds on myself. But hadn't quite gotten there yet. But yes, I am damaged. Took a couple hits.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely
I
save
have
the
a
potions for
rash.
desperation.
You have a rash? Is that what you said?
No. Like a light scratch.
Oh, scratch, not rash. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Well, maybe after
Yeah.
all the goo.
Okay.
Hope not.
But yeah, definitely worth saving the potions and just using the other stuff, though.
Yeah. So, Corwin, like, how are you feeling? Do you want some cure wounds while I've got all this active?
Sure,
Gestures
yeah.
to his stellar glow.
No, that'd be great. If
Literally.
something, yeah. I'd
Right,
fend for
in
myself,
which
but if
case,
you've been going, you're very welcome to it.
Hold on, there's a bit more.
Okay, so I will not do Hail of Pebbles. Which I almost clicked on. That would have been sad.
Some of you may or may not have seen the moving corpses. They were just in the wrong place. You didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gosh, yeah, that's 25 healing.
Damn.
Oh, nice. That's plenty for me. Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, so this chalice form, I think I can keep it up for like 10 minutes. So I'm figuring we probably spent about another 4 minutes in this room or something.
Mm.
I'll agree with that. In that
So-
4 minutes, does anyone want to investigate or anything?
Wait, question.
Hmm.
So you did like an aura thing around him? I was a little confused what you were doing.
I think it's SARS.
This is
forms.
my chalice form where I get these sort of glowing star points on my body, and they sort of facilitate my healing in this scenario because it sort of looks like a chalice. You'll have seen other things in the past where it's sort of like mostly in this chalice form, but also sometimes like in the archer form where it sort of like looks like a stellar constellation of an archer.
Right.
But I think the more to the direct point is that only healed Corwin.
Correct, yes.
All right, that's what I was checking. Okay. So I have to go back to deciding what I'm doing. That's I closed how did I close it?
Yeah, you do have a bit of temporary hit points from
Yeah, I
during
do.
the battle. Yeah.
But they're
but
gonna
not-
go away, aren't they?
How
Or
would
only if I'm hit.
They have
unspecified.
a duration. If they don't have a duration, they are indefinite until they're depleted.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Um,
Can you do cure wounds on yourself? It says a creature you can
Yeah.
touch. I guess you can touch yourself. So
I would describe the Starlight Blessing he gave you, the little moat shadow thing. It almost feels like standing outside in under the night sky with there's like a very cool but not cold breeze, just sort of wrapped around your whole body.
sounds very relaxing.
Yes. But yeah, if you want to heal yourself, that's fine. Does anybody want to investigate stuff? Like the busted desks or anything?
Sure.
Yeah, I will.
Shit,
I'll help
that's
too.
nothing.
Ooh. What a
Wow.
find.
Nicey nice.
I love how Never mind. 23. That'll be sufficient to just get everything you're gonna get. It's actually very strange. You peer inside these like desks. You can see ashes of like papers and stuff, but no like evidence of prolonged fire. Like an intense, like singular moment of heat struck in here, ignited the pages, and they burned so quickly they didn't scorch the wood beyond the very surface level. Yourself, and the paper's gone. So somebody was burning all the documents in here.
Well, shoot. I only did. I'm sorry. My spell only did 5 hit points. Ugh.
Sar's just going to do a sort of like after healing Corwin and oh yeah, this moonbeam's gone, but just a sort of cursory investigation of the doors to see if there's been any sort of attacks or attempts to break through in any particular manner, or they're just sort of fine. They're doors.
You approach them. The door itself is like a very sturdy. It's a pair of very sturdy wooden doors. It looks like they've been kicked open. So the like mechanism, whatever it may be, that like locks them together. I know, like if I'm thinking of it like in this, like a school cafeteria or whatever, there's like a bar in between. It's not like to that degree. The doors locked together, and then they've been kicked open, but whatever, mechanism is there is broken, so they're...
Yeah, a sort of latch that's frayed. When,
yeah. So it's like they were kicked open and still function as doors, but they're not locked. The lock is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did a stronger healing spell. Fair enough.
No, I did it again. The same one. Same first level spell.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You just got a better roll than one. Ouch. Yeah, so you guys can push through the door if you want. Ignoring my prolonged explanation.
Is this towards the library?
You don't actually know where the library is, technically. You know where Etwin's research room was, but you don't know where the library is.
Close enough. Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can head through the door. Either door, they're both the same scenario of having been kicked open. Sure. As for the people, I mean, if you want some, like, decent swords and shields, there's 4 +1 swords, 4 +1 shields, and then there's just some scale mail, which is now covered in gross monster goop.
Don't want that.
But if you want to stow those for later, you guys can write down that you took them. That's fine. Because you did say you were investigating the whole room.
What was that? Scale mail, a couple of shields.
It's some dingy scale mail. 4 +1 shields and 4 +1 longswords. Excuse me. But from there, if you guys want to proceed upward, so I will remind you guys, for those that had your own little mini session here that involved this place, and for those who technically had never had it described, the room past here is like a very large, almost like warehouse room with multiple smaller rooms on either side. And then this is sort of like the staging area for where they figure out where they're going to store these like powerful magical artifacts. And then there's a bunch of doors at that back wall you've never seen past. And then there's a door all the way to the right and all the way to the left that lead further into the facility. But the ones in the center are like secured. They're like big, hefty doors. And you sort of just assume, the two of you that didn't visually see this, you sort of just assume that's where they put the like like that's the inner vault, if you will, right? And then the other two of you, Helena and Itella, like saw them physically carting the beacon into one of those doors.
Yeah, they're Fort Knox location,
if you will.
Yeah.
But do we want to head northward then?
Yeah, should I go first, or does somebody else, or how do we want to proceed?
Let's get there.
Pick a door, one or two.
Well, we've
That's one.
gone in from the right before, so
Okay.
shall we go on the right again?
I keep meaning to also ask. I mean, we can always send Dribbly in. He's relatively expendable, so he can lead the charge if everybody agrees. But
You'll also have to determine how far away you want him to get from you.
right. Yeah, I can tell him to just like, go through and check, or we can just go through. But it's, everybody decides.
I'm sorry, were you saying sending Dribbly ahead? Is that what you
That,
said?
or do we want to just go on through, or do we want to send a scout ahead, like in the form of Dribbly?
I think we better send a scout.
Okay.
Well, would it be better to open the door first and then decide?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
shut up.
Yeah.
Let's just visually see what we can see from this room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you see a bunch more corpses, including a number of the Blacksmoke troopers, the guys with the pistols and the shields. You see at least one of them dead. You see a bunch of other guards and some other scribey types.
All corpses. I mean, all on the ground, prone.
Yeah, correct.
do they have the black on them?
Yeah, any of that ooze visible.
And for sending...
Not
there,
that you can
tell
see from
color?
this distance.
Oh. Well, it's dark in here also? It didn't occur to me. I mean, do we have light?
It is dark in here.
We've got Sar!
And Sar is glowing. But it is dark in here, but I can never remember if you have dark vision or not. Itella, you're a half-elf. Did the half-elves have dark vision?
I don't know.
You're a half-elf, half-dwarf, so it's a whole other fiasco.
I think until the whole warlocky stuff went on, Sar was the only one without dark vision.
That
That's what
sounds probable. So you guys can sort of like see pretty far in the room, and it just looks like, for the most part, it just looks like a bunch of dead people. Some of them are guards, some of them are of the scribey types, some of them look like they're, maybe laborers to like probably shove around and carry the big carts of the beacon and stuff, right? One thing you might note is that there's probably fewer like soldier types in here than you think, but there are a few. Probably more than is visually on the map, just because, mistakes were made, but that's, whatever.
I'd tell Drewley to just go like sniff, investigate the closest body, and see if it's alive, or see if it's dead, or wakes up like the last time.
Sure.
And just see what happens with that, and then I figure we can follow him in at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Question about Dribbly.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can just open your sheet. Look,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not.
Intelligence is his dump stat.
That's funny. I'm gonna open a thing on your sheet. So
Go lay down.
whoops. Yeah, no, that's what's gonna happen. Okay.
I'm not sure I like that statement. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, so as Dribbly's investigating the the corpse like violently jolts upward and claws at Dribbly. 13 and 23.
Oh my goodness.
The 23 hits.
Okay. 7 slashing and 9 necrotic. Everybody roll initiative.
Yep. I was already preparing the initiative roll.
Finally. The thing is, I think that's the first time Dribbly's been hit this entire, second season.
Season 2.
I think
have
Sal was kind of
something.
expecting that, but it still made him jump.
Nice.
I have something to remember this time. I have
Jeez.
the 5 temporary hit points,
Nice.
or I can give it to everybody.
Wow.
What? Everyone
nat 20s
crits one
and
way or
nat
the
one.
other. Sure,
Yeah.
everyone else is doing it the other way from Sal, but
Wow. That's also my 4th nat 20 today.
that is...
First up is
So-
Corwin. Wait, what's up?
Oh, wait. So is she giving us 5 temporary hit points? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, with my cloak. I can do it on initiative, but I always forget.
Okay, but don't we have to be like a certain distance from you?
I don't think so. Let me look.
I think you're definitely all close enough. I don't remember what the distance
Oh,
is. but
30.
Yeah, you're all within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But does that stack with the 4 that I had from before?
It does not. So you're just going to
So-
have 5 now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. One more. Yay.
Right? That could make all the difference.
Yep.
And they
You
last
never
an
know.
hour.
Wow.
Now, it's been less than an hour since the last battle, right? Been like 10
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Maybe.
It's been like 4
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay.
5
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
Most.
Then I'm going to run up here. It's going to be 30 feet. I'm going to flank him. I'm going to use my bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on him without having to cast it again, because I had that for an hour. And then I'm going to rinse and repeat. I enjoy having my shield and my rapier, so I'm going to stab this guy a few times. I think everything's set. And 24
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 9 total. And again, we'll go ahead and add some fire to that. Dribbly will infuse it for 5 fire. And I'll stab again. 26.
Yep.
For 13 more.
Nice.
All piercing. Oh no, piercing and then 1 poison rather.
Nice. Doing damage.
Yeah. That's bonus movement action, so that's Corwin. And Dribbly's gonna just start chomping down on the guy who just smacked him. 21.
Yep.
For 5 piercing, 1 fire. Not the best damage rolls.
Damage is damage. Helena.
There's a question in Discord.
Okay. 1 moment.
So I can't really see. I guess I have to come in. So I'll go to there and then I'll shoot the guy right in front of me.
That is a fair point, Liz. You are correct. That is an addition.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice.
That is an
Got it.
exception to the rule.
Mm.
So good to note. So that's 9 temporary hit points, not 4. Or not 5. That's a hit. Wow, that's 29 damage for the 4th time.
Jeez.
Very nice.
Wow.
Very, very consistent. Would you like to move it anymore?
I'll stay put for now.
Okay. Definitely worth noting that this big old pile of rubble seems to have collapsed from above. So that like this, it looks like this part of the structure has collapsed down on top of the two like rooms that were on this side. And it seems to have happened to one of the two on the other side, which you can just sort of pretty easily see from where you're standing. And anyone who comes into the room will see the same thing. Itella.
Hmm. Well, first I have to move.
There's no enemies in the turn order, which
They're hiding.
well, I figured the one would be, but
So my shillelagh is still going, right? I would think. Well, I don't know. What if I kept it? Not while we were searching, and I didn't say anything.
We were sort of knowingly going into the room.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
you
have
had
put it on as I
previously.
walked in. Yes,
yeah,
that is
it's
what makes
reasonable
sense.
you would have continued doing it.
I wouldn't have continued it through our searching, but I would have restarted
Mhm.
it as soon as I knew we were coming in here. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
What the heck?
Amazing.
Ah. All right.
As your turn. What's up?
Sorry, real quick. You had mentioned earlier the Wolfram Spike. It actually in the description says target must make a save, DC 12 con, or become poisoned. So when I'm stabbing people.
Yeah. Good to remember. Doesn't apply to these guys. They're immune to poison.
Gotcha.
Poisoned, not poison.
Right.
It will take poison damage, but cannot be poisoned. It's one of those things. All right. It's this guy's turn. The armored corpse that has like the shield and the pistol like lying next to it starts to rise up and lumber towards you guys. But does it get anywhere? Bam. It's gonna claw into Corwin. 1, 2. Never mind.
Nope. Too quick.
This one? No. This one? Yeah. Another one of these guys in the protectorate guard uniforms sort of rushes in zombified form from over here. 30 feet. Uses its blood hungry bonus action to run 30 more feet. And it's going to spit at you. Who's closest? Helena. It's going to be a Constitution save as the spit like splatters over in your direction. And that was for Helena. 21 is a success. Unfortunately, your rogue thing only works on dex saves. It does not work on Constitution saves. But you're not poisoned. You're still taking half of this damage, though. Which is good, because that's kind of a lot of damage. So that's 30 halved 15. You take 15 damage.
Oh, nice.
As this, like, disgusting, like, congealed blood that's pitch black just splatters all over you.
So, is that something that I could hellish rebuke to?
You'd have to check the wording on Hellish Rebuke. Is it when you take damage or when you are hit by an attack? So you have to check. I'm not positive. Oop. Didn't do
Oops,
that.
that's not. Well, whatever.
Response to being damaged by a creature.
The
within
creature
60
that
feet.
damaged you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it.
So yes.
Nice. Okay. See if I can click on the right thing.
Yeah. Dex save. Non-magical fire. Resistant to fire. Okay, that's a failure, so it's 30. Oh, wait. It doesn't take the sneak lightning damage. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, sorry.
It's totally fine.
I forget it's there.
Plus he's got the blast blade on. That's not the one with blast blade. That is. Well, this guy just takes 14 fire damage. Ow. Okay, this guy is running this direction. That's 30 feet of movement. Bonus action for Blood Frenzy is still 5 feet away. He's like, ah! So yeah, he's gonna spit at you too. Give me another con save, Helena. That is unfortunately a failure. For way less damage.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yay.
Well, it's the same.
It's
really,
the same
it was
because
half to 15.
yeah, the other one was half. But that does mean you are poisoned for 1 minute, and that's the end of that guy's turn. Where's this guy? Last one. Is rushing up from this scribe-looking person, charging forward. It's going to get here. And then is going to use its bonus action, Blood Frenzy, to run all the way up to Corwin. And scratch you. Miss hit?
22. Yeah, 22 hits.
For 20 total damage.
Alrighty.
Sar.
All right.
There's a lot more than you saw before. Well, maybe not a lot more, but there's definitely more.
Indeed, I started off with just seeing this one attacking Ghibli, and then all of a sudden there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You woke him up.
Four. Yeah. I was going to do something, but then I just remembered. Do I have another spell paired? I think I do. But it's got necrotic thing, which I think would not be sensible in this situation. I don't know, actually. I don't know what Sar would know either. So you know what? Let's go with Old Faithful. Crack out another. Let's higher level cast it this time. Moonbeam at
Hold on, I saved
third
it.
level.
I saved it. Where did I put it? What the? Oh, that's weird. I mean, it's still here, but I guess I accidentally...
the circle, yeah.
I guess I accidentally changed it back to not being
It's alright.
built. Well, here it is. Where's it going?
It's going just to the left of the two in front of me, which are next to Corwin.
Is there?
Yeah. And yeah, I'm doing that third level this time. Oh god. What are my
Yeah.
rolls?
Top, bottom. So succeed, fail, or fail, succeed, I guess. Roll 20 thought Moonbeam was too much of an MVP last season, so it decided to nerf it in the background.
Yeah, clearly. That's 1-1-1. Like, yeah.
Oof. You want to move it all?
Well, okay, that's the spell. Honestly, like with the location of things, I have no point in moving. I guess just in case one of them have like a chain lightning attack, I'll move off to the side.
I'm gonna turn the ones in like the leather worker garb. I'm gonna turn them green, and then the black one is the one in the super heavy armor. And the ones that don't have their colors changed are just the ones in the robes. Okay.
That is particularly useful to me because I may or may not have heat metal prepared.
All right, how's it for you?
Yeah, that's yeah, that's everything I can do in this round.
This one is going to attempt to, well, it was going to try and savage Dribbly, but there are 3 people in a cone.
No!
So it's going to spew some more of this ebon blood grossness. That's a Constitution save from Helena, Dribbly, and Itella.
Oh my god.
Well, don't forget you're immune to the poison condition, Itella, and resistant to poison.
That doesn't mean I want to wear a drippy black cloak. Ugh.
Well, maybe in the appropriate context.
Nah, no.
All right, that is, unfortunately, Liz is the only one who failed. So I can just do this because that's how it's supposed to be set up. 5 necrotic damage to Helena. Excuse me, which is 2 necrotic damage to Dribbly and Mothership. And 14 poison damage to Helena. 7 poison damage to Dribbly. And 3 poison damage to Itella.
So I do take that.
Yeah, that is already reduced.
Okay.
You're immune to the poisoned condition, not the poison damage.
Gotcha.
You're resistant to poison damage, that's why it was halved. Twice, because you succeeded and then you're resistant. So you reduced 14 to 3. Wild. That's its turn. So I remember he's already used that. I'm going to put a red dot on. There we go. Not that he can't use it again, but he has used it. Marlon.
Alrighty. Corwin is going to kind of turn his attention to the 2 right next to him that came up and the one that hit him, and he's going to cry out in Draconian, so none of you will actually understand necessarily what he's saying unless you speak Draconian. Die, foul beasts! And unfortunately, it's going to use my action, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and Dragon Hide with resistance to poison damage.
That's fair.
And, kind of raise my shield up a little bit more and get ready to tangle with them next turn.
So with a highly perceptive party like this, everybody sees your skin turn draconic and a sort of like greenish, like almost like a green dragon. So it's all scaly.
Yeah.
So that's new. You haven't seen him do that before.
That's cool.
And actually, I think I have a bonus. I can go ahead and take a potion. So I only have the 1, and it's 2d4 plus 2.
Correct.
2d4 plus 2. So I get 4 hit points.
Oh, God. That's unfortunate.
Better than nothing. And that's Corwin. So he's not going to move or anything. Yeah,
Dribbly succeeded, so he's not poisoned, so no disadvantage. Go for it.
I mean, I think he's just going to attack the guy like he did, same guy as last turn. So that's going to be +2, 17.
Yep.
All right. And he'll infuse it since he didn't infuse Dribblies or Corwins. So 2 fire, 7 piercing, 9 total. And he won't be moving, so...
Cool. Helena. You're hurting pretty bad. You're poisoned, and there's one 5 feet away from you. What do you want to do?
Do I need to do anything for the poison?
I mean, yes, but nothing you can do, if that makes sense.
I mean, like hit points wise.
No. So poisoned just means that you have disadvantage on attack rolls. And in this case, for this specific poison, it just lasts for 1 minute. Okay. So you're not like making a save every turn or anything. And unless you get it cured by some outside means, that's about it.
I have disadvantage
on attack rolls and ability checks.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm sorry. What's this red mark mean again?
On this one, that's for me. You don't gotta worry about that. I will tell you. Oh, geez, hold on. I actually have to check. Maybe I won't tell you anything. 2 seconds. Load faster. Thank you. Yeah, so because you have disadvantage, you can't get your sneak attack.
I was hoping I could use my thing to help me, but I can't.
Yeah, if you have disadvantage, it just eliminates sneak attack, unfortunately. And that's against this one up north?
Yep, the one with the dot on him.
That's a hit.
Okay.
It's pretty good anyways. It's 1 away from max gun damage. And he's got to make a Constitution save. It's the damage +5. You drop him. You popping heads over here. Still popping heads. It's another one. It's gone. You want to move it all?
Yeah. I'm gonna go like around so I don't walk
sure
within the guys. Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, is that it for you?
Yeah, it is.
All right, over to Itella then.
Okay, so the one that was in front of me here is gone. The one by Sar, there's a green one and a not green one. The green one, is it extra armor? Is that what it is?
The green one is denoting the ones in like the leathery worker garb, sort of like heavier worker garb, whereas the black one up here, that is the one in like the heavy armor from the Blacksmoke Order.
Okay. Well, I think it would be more difficult. Wait a minute. Don't I get more than one of these? Oh, but it does poison. No, that's not going to work. Or probably not going to do enough. I was going to do a spell, but... Ooh, that would work. I'd like to do that spell, but I think Sar's in the way.
Sar is out the door. Like, if Sar's in the way, then I dread to think what sort of explosive thing you're trying to do.
Corwin, you mean?
Oh, Corwin, so sorry.
Here, does that help?
Hey.
You could always move.
Okay, if I move here and do lightning slash, I can hit the two of them, right?
Yeah, because it's the ones on one side of you.
Right, and that would, and it also give flanking, right?
That would put you inside the moonbeam, though.
Right there?
Well, lightning slash is one side of you. You see, so...
How much damage does it do?
Okay, if you want to do lightning slash, you'd have you could do it by going here and then doing lightning slash this way. Because it's to one side of you, you won't hit Corwin.
Okay, so going here.
No, here.
Okay.
Next to Corwin.
Yeah, it's one side of you, so it's these three squares.
All right.
Do you want to hit it?
Yes, and I volunteer them to, just fall down when we're done.
The top one's got the blast plate, so he has disadvantage.
Okay,
and the other one's normal. Wow. How the hell did they both succeed? They have a -1. That's ridiculous.
That's 2 18s? Wow.
That's 3 18s if you think about it.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, that one's a 19.
Metal armor disadvantage.
Already had disadvantage.
Oh, bloody hell.
Dexterity save.
Yeah, that was how I was thinking. Armor, yeah.
Dex save or take, so it's no damage on a success.
Unfortunate.
Damn.
Well, it might be worth trying again next time, because that was a very unlikely result.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
and would have been a lot of damage.
Yeah. Who's this other one? Oh, it's this guy. He's gonna take damage from the moonbeam. Let's go.
Moonbeam. Yay.
Hey, there you go.
Succeed, but it's half, so it's still 8 damage.
And that's the most you've done without success, without a failure, with a success, I should say.
Yeah. Huzzah for fewer ones. I still rolled 1-1.
Need dice of that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, that did not work. Oops. Although I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind me setting his hit points to 5. He's going to smack at Corwin twice. 9 and 20. You're at above 20 right now, yeah?
I'm at 22 right now.
Fortunate for him. Next one is this guy. This one's charging towards Helena. 11 is a miss. 10 is a miss. All right then.
Good stuff.
This one's... Man. Let's see. I don't think he notices that Sara's on the other side of the wall. He's gonna turn and go for Helena.
There's just a really bright torch over here.
Yeah, it's just light. What do I care?
Yeah.
I'm here to eat people. 14 misses Helena, but a 20 hits Helena. Oh, although it's +2, so it'd be 16. But I still think that misses. I think Helena's at 17.
Yeah, 17.
So the 20 hits. 8 slashing and 10 necrotic damage.
Can I have that?
You can. I believe that is still going to be 9 damage, though. 9 instead of 18.
I forgot. Well, it doesn't help me. I forgot to put my temporary, but that still puts me at exactly 0. So.
Yeah, because it's 5 temporary and it's 9 damage. You have 4 HP.
Yeah.
Helena falls, which seems to reinvigorate this zombie creature. Further invigorate, I should say. Over to this one, which is going to smack for win. Nice.
It also takes damage from the moonbeam.
Fair enough. It misses Corwin twice and takes 11 damage from a moonbeam. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So my plan was going to be, hey, Helena, last time I did my turn was right here. I was gonna cast Cure Wounds. Look over. Oh, she's downed over there, all the way over there. You can't even make it that far. So, but I can healing word that far. So yeah, let's healing word, moon sickle. I really should put this on my hotkeys as well. Child's form.
Wow.
Every time it's a 10.
Wow.
Yeah, that's in range.
So that's 18 hit points, Helena. You are now at 18. From 0 to 18.
Nice.
Thank you.
Your eyes snap open. You feel sick to your stomach because you're poisoned. You hurt. There's this like black sludge all over you. Just like it feels like it's eating away at your flesh, but you're alive for now.
Oh, and that's bonus action. So then I will. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I can still Eldritch Blast.
Yes, you can, because that's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Also, you're beyond 5th level, so that's 2 Eldritch Blasts. Because it's your total level, not class level.
No.
Oh, okay. So that's a misunderstanding I had. I thought it was Warlock level. Okay.
Nope.
Wow.
It's character level.
Right. Yeah. So I'm looking Helena's way. So yeah, I'm definitely, I guess, going the closest one in my line of sight to Helena.
Sure. And no. Okay, go for it. Hit. And hit. Roll your damage. Nice.
Oh.
Wait, and that is force damage. So, pretty good.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the first time.
That's the first time you've ever used it. What is
Yeah,
it?
first time anyone's seen Saw use this, including Saw.
I picture it as they're like beams of starlight, like miniature moonbeams, with like almost like wisps of stardust wrapping around the Eldritch Blast as it flies through the air.
Yeah. And it's all immediately following the sort of like healing word.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
We're over to Corwin. Oh, sorry. Did you want to move more?
And I think I'll move a little further in, and yeah, and that's going to be it.
Fair. Corwin.
Okie dokie. Corwin is going to risk it. Actually, let me get back to the right tool. Risk it. He's going to move over here, which is going to give the one guy attack of opportunity, I believe.
No, because you don't leave
The guy above him.
Oh, I thought you meant the green guy. So you go like this, right? I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be the guy above.
mean,
I thought you meant the green guy, but that's my misunderstanding.
I assume if I could get to where I'm at now, in a way that he doesn't get the chance.
He got a chance, he just missed.
Yeah, luckily, thanks to the Dragon High, which is so it's not concentration, so it doesn't clash with my other stuff.
Correct.
I'm gonna go ahead and I don't think I did it last turn, so I'm gonna put the hunter's mark on the guy, this guy right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and let me think. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna attack him. So, stabbing at you. I think that's a 17.
Yes, that'll hit. Oh wait, which guy? Sorry,
So,
I think I misinterpreted which guy. This guy.
Between Itel and yeah.
No, you can't even hit the other guy. What am I saying? I guess you technically could because you can turn it into a spear.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I'd
matter.
have to throw it. I think.
It doesn't matter. Now I understand what you're doing. So that's 12.
Mm-hmm. And 22 to hit for 12 more.
Nice.
Keeping in mind that 3 of that's poison.
Yep.
Okay. So that's movement action bonus. At some point in the...
Did that include the hunter's mark
damage?
damage?
Yeah, you got to do your hunter's mark damage.
Oh, right. Thank you. So that's like
just do them
1d6
together. It's 2d6. Yeah.
So 6 more.
Yeah, I mean you're damaging him. You are succeeding at your goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would have basically given Dribbly the cue to just come up here and give a nibble of his own to the same guy.
Nom nom.
No +2, but 15 to hit.
This guy? Yeah.
And he'll infuse his own 5 piercing, 2 fire.
Okay. Damage is happening.
Yep.
Helena, you're prone on the ground. What would you like to do? I imagine your rifle is still like clutched in your hand, so it hasn't gone anywhere.
I was gonna try to grab him with my gloves, but I forgot to read it. So I'm gonna do shocking grasp.
Okay. And that is which guy, to the left or to the right of you?
I'm gonna go with the left guy.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. Oh, interesting. Is it supposed to have the extra? I don't think it's supposed to have that extra.
Well, the one is the weapon. Oh, is it not a weapon attack roll? It's like a
You're
spell.
basically casting a cantrip.
Oh, okay. So the first one, I think the first one. Is the one that it doesn't have.
Yeah, so it's just the 9 damage because of that 1 and 2, unfortunately. But you did hit. And you roll over for being unconscious. You just touch his toesies. You zap him a little bit. Would you like to use half your movement to get up?
Yeah.
And then bonus action disengage?
No need. On the description there, depending on what she wants to do, the one that she hit can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Good point.
So depending on what she wants to do,
Oh.
Good point.
So I could just run away.
Well, from that one. The green
from
one still
this
got
one,
reactions.
not from this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you want to fully run away, then yeah, there's the bonus action disengage that you sneaky rogues can do.
Actually, yeah, I think I can still move 15 after disengaging, right?
Right now, because that's all the movement you have left. Because it took half to stand up.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay, so bonus action disengage and you jog over there. Works for me. All right, we're over to Itella then.
Who's gonna do a slash again? Hopefully this will work.
So much lightning flying. Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, if they fail to save, that's a lot of damage. I think a 0 is a fail.
I guess.
Yeah, they both fail. That's 38 damage.
So he was cocky. Oh, whatever.
38 to each?
Yeah.
Nice.
So... do it this way. Alright, this one's got to make a save. If he doesn't get a 20, he dies. That's a 13. It collapses to the ground, electrocuted, charred to a crisp. Alright, that's another one down. Itella, you gonna say where you are?
Yeah, got one more to do there.
Alright.
It takes the moonbeam save.
It's now shifting targets.
It's got to make the save or take 24 damage.
It's gonna take 24 damage.
Finally, the moonbeam's rolling properly.
Oh, heck, I've been doing it wrong. I've been doing it as if it had the better armor, so it's actually even lower hit points. I'm gonna let it take the... Moonbeam just had to gear up, right? The last one was a dud. Alright.
Same with the lightning slash. Everybody's like, now let me do that again. Really good stuff.
Yes.
We'll call that. He's going to attack Itella twice. 17.
Really?
Because an 8 sure ain't doing it.
Neither is a 17.
Fantastic.
I agree.
Y'all are pretty beefy at this point.
It's all that good food we're getting.
Zoop, running up. Smacking Helena. Miss. Hit. For Do you want to half that as a reaction? Helena?
The 16?
Yeah, the 16.
Yes.
All right, so that will be 8 damage. Man, I think he's gonna go to who's closest. So this guy's shifting gears and attacking Corwin twice, and missing both times. Sar, over to you.
At a cursory glance, I definitely know that Helena's looking hecka rough.
Yes.
At a cursory glance, I tell her and Corwin how they
Pretty okay.
Yeah, like nowhere near on the same sort of vein as Helena.
Right.
Yeah. That is correct. And Dribbly's hurt, but as Corwin insists on reminding us, Dribbly is expendable. I'm not sure how Dribbly feels about this, but
Yes. I'm going to first level healing words on Helena. Because I do still have all these extra bits and pieces active. So 19 healing.
So 19 healing on
Thank
Helena.
you.
And then
So bonus action.
Yeah. Action wise,
Man, Child's Form's really kicking butt.
I don't want to move my moonbeam because it's kind of already doing its job right there, and there's not a better place to put it. So you know what I might do is I'm going to is this where I want to dash to? Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna dash here. And that's going to be everything for me.
Okay. Corwin.
Alrighty, well, this guy came to me, so I'm just gonna stab him, the guy right next to me. I actually set up Hunter's Mark, so it's a global damage modifier I'll turn on and off now.
Okay.
But let's see if 21 hits. I think it does.
Yeah.
So 18 total. Wait. Yeah. No, 21 total. And that's a nice roll. Okay, so 21 total.
Damage.
Dribbly will go ahead and drop his on that. His 1d6 for 4 more fire. And the second stabbing, 14.
That will hit one of these guys.
Okay.
I mean, they are just slightly, well, they're just stronger zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But goopy.
Yeah. So for 18 more.
Nice.
And that also, I used my bonus to move the Hunter's Mark to this guy because the last one died, so that's bonus action. I think I'll... I'm just going to stay right there.
Fair enough.
And indicate to Dribbly to come kill this guy, help me, so he'll actually have the wherewithal to loop around and get the +2 and try to bite him in the butt. And... ugh. Totally missed.
Going
Almost
for that ass
Corwin.
jerky.
Yeah. That's everything.
That's unfortunate. Helena. He's hot on your tail.
Okay. Uh, can I keep using my gloves?
Yeah, as long as you're, wearing both pairs, you can just cast Shock and Grasp as if you were an 11th level spellcaster. That's
Nice.
just what they do. Well, I mean, because they're paired and you got both of them. It did take you time to get both of them. Yeah, that'll hit.
I did it again. Sorry. Oh, I didn't do it yet. Never mind. I didn't do anything.
That's much better. And he's got no reactions. So if you wanted to, you could do your movement and then bonus action dash to get even further.
Yeah.
Spend your whole turn just running circles around them, just showing off the fact they can't do anything about it.
Well, they were spitting at you guys pretty effectively, so I don't know if that's a good idea either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where you want to go?
Right there.
Oh, you found a bunch of crates blocking the path. There's supposed to be more crates
Out of
in here,
spitting
but I
distance.
forgot to put
Oh,
them here.
probably not, actually.
There's supposed to be more crates in here, but I kind of forgot to put them in here, so let's just pretend that they're here. Itella, one guy left right in front of you. What do you want to do?
How bad is he looking?
Pretty rough. And insofar as zombies look rough.
um.
Ignore me populating crates I forgot to put here.
Since there's only one of them in front of me, I will just do one of these.
Did you say one of these?
One of these. Okay. Believe he still has to make a save. Dexterity save.
Something screeches out. Creature within range. Did this guy deal damage to you or your allies?
That one is Corpse 19. Missed Corwin in. Oh wait, no. Missed Itella twice. Last round.
Okay, so not at disadvantage. That is a dex save, right?
Oh, poop was.
Dexterity save. Okay. Failure. Does 18 damage. Okay. He's looking real rough.
Darn it! I was really hoping that would finish him. I guess I'll bonk him next time.
Struggling to keep his bits together.
Ha! Aren't we all?
All goes well. The moonbeam will have something to say about his next
That is
actions.
true.
It's his turn. Let's see.
Speaking of, yep. So,
Wow.
19 damage.
Not too bad.
18 damage. Sorry.
Not too bad. And that is a failure. So, this is gonna drop him.
And I'm gonna go. I did it when he falls over.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's 18 damage. He rolled a 17. That's a failure. That drops him. Oh, it's radiant damage. It doesn't matter. Down he goes. I did it! As he, dissolves in radiant light. That was definitely me! Not the most
I mean,
intelligent bunch.
really, to me that still counts as that person. Like, because if Itella wasn't there keeping them in the moonbeam, then it wouldn't have happened.
Fair enough. He runs 30 feet toward Helena, and then he's going to use his bonus action, Blood Hungry, to move another 30 feet. Bam. Now he's right next to you.
However, if we were in an XP game, I would get that XP.
Are those both hits, Helena?
Yes.
Unfortunate. So that's 19 damage. I imagine you might want to use your reaction to half it. Down to 8.
Okay, so okay.
And then 17 after that. So pain.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna knock Corwin twice. Oh, does 22 finally make it? Did they finally hit you?
Yeah, I guess so. If they don't disadvantage or anything, yeah. 22 meets or exceeds.
22 total damage.
No, that's poison.
None of that's poison.
Dang.
Only their spit is poison.
22?
Yep. Sar.
One thing I just want to so that is Helena still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
for now.
Barely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm going to move up here what use my action. Oh, hold on, just double checking how far I can move Moonbeam in one turn. It can move 60 foot, yeah. So that's going to be easy. So I'm going to move the Moonbeam over to the one attacking Helena, and healing word at you know what? Actually, it's beneficial to me to just keep doing it at first level. Just the way that these sort of things stack together.
It failed to save for Moonbeam.
Oh, fabulous. Where's the moon? Hold on, I'll just going to finish the healing as well. The chalice form. 16, 25 healing and moonbeam at
That's 1 point off of your maximum possible healing.
Yeah, yeah, really just sort of running after Helena in a panic, and everything's just sort of rolling super well, and 25 damage.
25 healing, 25
radiant damage. Yeah.
Sar giveth and Sar taketh away.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, yeah, and that's I'm very happy with that turn, and yep, that's all I can do. Quite rightly.
He healed 25 on you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. You've been saving me.
Yeah.
I live.
It's our star, man.
Yeah.
Corwin, it's over to you.
I'm just gonna keep stabbing this guy. I got the hunter's mark on, so 24 for 14 damage. Is he still up? The guy between me and
he's still
Doling?
up.
All
Like
right,
that was like a decent blow, and his arm starts to fall off, and then it's just to pull back up with this like thick, dark black blood. Sort of like pulling his arm back on. I'll do it again. Nice. Man.
Very nice. 21.
Let me double check this ability.
Oh, Corwin will say again in Draconian, die, disgusting scum. This is so gross. He's grossed out by it all.
But a grosser is its head splits like down the middle as you stab into it and pull your blade out, and it's just like slams itself back together as the like thick blood pulls it.
Ew.
I'm not sure how you are not sure how much more it can take.
Okay.
But that's the end of your turn, I believe.
Yeah, I could use bonus, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep the hunter's mark. So that's Corwin, and Dudley's just gonna attack from behind again.
Sure. Wow. No, that's
he just can't figure this guy out. You know, it's like, are there three of them
together? Like, what the heck's going on?
Oh well.
Oh well. Helena. Your backs to some crates stacked on top of each other.
They do not like me.
No.
That guy definitely he does not like.
Unfortunately, you just happen to continually be the closest one that they can see. So it's funny.
I'm gonna shoot him if I can do that.
Oh yeah, you want to shoot him? I mean, you already have disadvantage for being poisoned. You're not going to get even more disadvantage from, right? Wait, hold on. Misfire. Did we remember to update your misfire? Because if we didn't, that's a misfire.
I think it is updated. It used to be like 9.
Well, it was at 9 when you weren't proficient. You were still learning how to use the thing. It's we're gonna have to remember that we've checked it later. Pop this open. Weird. Sorry, hold on. Why? I put all of the PDFs and stuff over on this monitor before we started to specifically avoid them popping up while we're trying to play in front of the stream, and it still pops up over here. I don't understand. Okay. So it is a magical rifle. 9 minus your proficiency bonus minus 1. So your proficiency bonus is 4, so it's minus 5. So the misfire chance is 4. Unfortunately, you rolled a 4. I'll update that real quick. So it's 4, and then parentheses is that. So your rifle unfortunately misfired. Wow. Let me double check a thing while they're losing their minds. So, yeah. Because your rifle misfired, you missed the attack, and you can't use your rifle again until you use an action to right it to fix the misfire. What do you want to do? You got your bonus action, you got your movement.
Can I see this door? Or is it blocked?
This door's blocked, but you can see this door.
I'm gonna try to. I guess I want to try to like run in there. Then I'm worried that there might be something worse.
I mean, that's certainly fair.
I think I might go for it because I feel like she'd be like, "Oh, where do I go? They keep chasing me."
Yeah, with your passive perception of 20, you definitely look towards the door and see that whatever like locking mechanism has just been blasted off. So you theoretically could just run in there and run over there and throw open the door. Are you gonna do the disengage thing?
Yeah.
Bonus action disengage. Yeah, you run over there, you throw open the door, and you see this like giant room with rubble all over the place, completely flooded.
Oh. Is like water coming out?
No, it's maybe about a foot below the door line. But like the whole entire width and length of the room is flooded. And I think one thing you'll notice, again, such a passive perception is that you can see down whatever this room is. It's like 100 feet high at least. So it's 100-foot tall room, and maybe 80 feet of water deep is filled up. This seems to open up, and there used to be like you can sort of see the remains of it, like little platform sectionals you would walk on, and they're all blasted away or washed away by the water. So maybe not the escape you wanted. Well, I don't know.
Someone removed the prepared water walk right before this long rest.
But you could always assume it doesn't swim and jump. I don't know. It's up to you.
Can I still shoot? Oh no, I guess I can't anyway.
Not until you fix the gun.
I'll jump in.
Yeah. Was what?
Wash some of that
I think
goo
it
off.
was like 15.
That was 10, 5, 10, 15 of your movement. You could just jump in and get about 10 feet into the flooded room. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Oh yeah, this place is thoroughly flooded. And it looks like there were a bunch of small, like, well, small is the wrong word, but like compartments that were like used to store things. And it, with, you know, your knowledge with the black powder, you're looking at it, it looks as if there's been like numerous black powder explosions in these little cubby holes that are half submerged with water.
Would I be able to say like a short thing, or have I done too many things?
You could say like a small, like a, not small, a short sentence. Yes.
So I guess I would just go, there's water in here in case that could help.
There's water in here.
This water is wet.
Yeah, that'll be your turn. Itella.
Trying to see, the nearest one is in front of Corwin, right?
Yeah, that'll be the nearest one.
I was going to beam missile, but I think it's time to do a beam missile. No, I can't. Oh, shoot. It's not marked. Why did I? That means I replaced it.
Did you replace it with wasp missile?
Probably. Which is
Second level, maybe?
third.
Third level. Or you may have replaced it with hornet missile.
Ha.
It's on the. Actually, I don't know if you took that spell. Now that I think about it, it would make sense given your obsession with the bees.
Oh, that's right. They're poison damage.
Yes.
And these, I'm going to assume, like me, that because they do poison, it doesn't really harm them.
Could be.
But
Could be.
could be.
I don't know that you necessarily know one way or the other.
No, I don't. Of course, it is kind of caustic acid, isn't it? You know?
That's true. It's up to you.
You know what? It's worth trying once to see how it works. So let's see if it works. And we'll just do it at its level.
That's a miss, but do not forget that bee missile is, or wasp missile is summoning 2 wasps, I believe? 3 wasps?
3 of them, right.
Yeah,
so do I just
you do 3 separate attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and one more?
Yep. Well, you just...
One hit.
The middle one definitely hits. Which is going to be 8 poison damage. That's a failure. That killed it.
Oh.
Did you want to,
Hey, now I'm confused. What?
Did you want to whirl around and try and hit the other one with the 13?
What other one? Whirl around.
I guess it would be the moonbeam one.
Yeah, to your north.
The second wasp missile killed that one. The third one.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yes.
So they're separate. You're not doing them all like simultaneously. So you're doing one, then the other, then the other.
Correct.
Arguably, that's how I've always kind of ruled it. But it will hit this one, yeah. 13 does hit this one. This being the one in the guard scale mail, but zombies are bad at dexterity. Oh, I think that was the wrong button.
That's what there was. That's better.
6 damage. All right. It's gonna be. Do you want to move at all?
No.
From where you are, you not only heard Helena's shouting about water, you saw her throw open the door and jump in the indoor pool.
Yes.
Just, so you're aware you saw all of that. Anyway, it's its turn. It's going to roll a save against the moonbeam and get a 0. That's 21. Means a nat 20. And it drops.
Very nice.
Is the last one, folks. And nobody's dying, so we're just going to clear turn order.
Can I just say from SAR's perspective what mostly happened there? People ran into the room, fighting and what not ensued. Helena in front of him got hit by a bunch. She vanished off somewhere. He came into the room, saw Helena on the ground dying, healed her up. She ran off. The zombies ran after her. He ran after her and the zombies. That repeated twice. Then after the second time, she ran into a room and said, "It's wet in here," and then they're all dead. That's from SAR's perspective, the madness that just happens.
You're sitting there, you take a breath, you're like, okay, that's it. We're good. All right. So I think we're about to wrap up, but I do have the question of, we're not doing it at the moment, mind you. But like, do you guys want to set up to go investigate what's going on with Helena in the wetter room? In the water room, does Helena want to hop out and you guys investigate the crates, or do you want to, and because two of you don't know this and the other two probably don't realize it, the room that you guys were taken to meet Etwin, after you met Etwin, is right over there.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we're not gonna leave her swimming in there, are we?
Yeah, like, please get out of there and let's dry you off.
Just sort of be like,
they're all dead. Come back.
Yeah, they're all dead. Get back.
Yeah, some control flames goodness to
warm up a little bit.
That'll work.
Dry off. But I will say the two of you, Itella and Helena, recognize that is where you guys had spoken to Atwin and when he did the whole ritual thing. It also looks to be the only one of the 4 like research rooms in this area that's not buried by rubble. So
we got to go in there.
So what we can do is we can sort of get you guys over there, and that's where we start next week.
No, I want to know now.
I'm sure.
I want another. I want another.
But yeah, I think that makes sense. Sort of wrap it up here, and we'll sort of stick everybody pointing that way. And if you guys really want to, you probably do. You can pick up a few more of these +1 swords and shields, 3 more to be exact.
Yeah, and I think in the sort of
4 more. Sorry.
Intermediate thing of this room, the last of the 10 minutes of this star form runs out.
Which was the chalice form, I believe.
Yeah.
But so you guys can pick those up, and if you guys care, there is a pistol next to the where the armored guy was, as well as a like very strange looking shield. And you guys can sort of pick that up and just note it down and investigate that stuff later. And just, write down that you have a blacksmoke shield and a blacksmoke pistol and investigate later. Yeah?
Yeah. Sounds good.
And with that, I think we'll be wrapping up here today, folks. That was a lot of fun. It was like, maybe 18 hours of a chill boat ride, which is nice. Maybe 20 hours, 24 hours. It was a good time. I imagine there was some tasty fish involved. But that'll be it for us today. We are off next week, I believe.
Yes.
But we should be back on the week after. So, we hope to see you guys around then. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic evening. We're going to go ahead and raid Debbie Cat and say hi, see what they got going on. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a great night, all. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Good night.
And, of course, as always, great gaming.